Before we start, guys, we'd like to give a special moment of silence to this current iteration of the Los Angeles Clippers. Guess what, y'all? Mavs in 6.
(2023-2024) season. Let's get it. It's a great return. Know y'all strikes back. We going live and tuned up to the max. Real and King still spitting the facts. Wrapping it up with little yard in the chat. Baltimore Dallas, we still on the map. The others agree we don't know about that. We wrote the blueprints, don't know about that. Indigo we trust, yeah, we know about that. MFF Bell, that new roster. Cooking up with Kirby, steak and Eliza. Hope your appetite will win in this party. Grab yourself a seat for the after game party. We never die, we live long and prosper. You ain't imagining we home like phosphorus. Lightning in the sky like Dr. Frankenstein, Luca and Kyrie. They really the monster. The rules of the game are the same. They on every platform, same name. At WTM, have your question on spin. Keep it courteous and keep it clean. And remember to share and like. Welcome Will and King to the mic. Wherever, whenever you hear this pod. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Glow Yard.
YouTube, Glow Yard Gang, MFFLs, podcast listeners all across the globe. Special guest, We Talk Mavs. Your boy King Stradom is here himself. Rel had the night off again. Personal matters. Hope all gets well soon. He should be back soon though, guys, hopefully. But family first always in that situation, real talk. But got your boy King Stradom is here. King, let me take his place. Welcome, yeah. Welcome to all. If you're into Maverick content, first and foremost, please do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button somewhere over here near me. And by the way, as well, please hit that like button as well. It'll help us out as far as the algorithm to getting this information out to more Mav fans like yourself and even some Clippers fans and other fans as well. But a special show tonight, y'all. I don't know if you knew, but the Mavericks in the second round, they close out a series today against the dreaded Los Angeles Clippers, a team that's been a thorn in Luka Doncic's and the Dallas Mavericks fan base back for a while now. Big win, but we'll get into that and more today. Mr. Guy Rel, man, trying to do it on my own again. Special members only one as well, guys. So we'll let you guys join the screen, or I'll let you guys join the screen, I should say. You'll be able to talk about the game, give your opinion about it. Let us know, how you felt about it one by one, and then we'll have a collective conversation. But other than that, man, let me get to the game real quick because I got shots I need to fire. But let's get first and foremost to the takeaways of the game, though, y'all. All right, y'all. And my takeaways of the game are commercial break. Before we continue, we want to give a special shout out to Fanatics for hooking the channel up with a personalized link for you guys and ladies to get all of your official NBA Dallas Mavericks merchandise and apparel. If you're interested in helping the channel at all,
please scan the QR code on the screen or check out the link in the description. We appreciate all of the continued support, and big thanks go out to Fanatics once more for hooking us up over here at We Talk Mavs.
So the Dallas Mavericks beat the LA Clippers today, 114-101, in Game 6 of the first round series, best of 7. Mavericks win the series 4-2. Go to the second round to play the Oklahoma City Thunder. But let me put the stats in the people's faces, my partner would say. LA Clippers shot 42% from the field. The Mavericks shot 48%. The Clippers shot 26% from 3. The Mavericks shoot 33%. The Clippers shot 78% from the free throw line. The Mavericks only shoot 67%. Rebounds were even at 45 apiece. Mavericks got 3 more assists and a couple more steals and all. But let's see, major parts of the game, though, guys. Let me get to the rest of it real quick. Sorry. Takeaways of the game, basically. I don't have much to say, guys. Keep it short and sweet. Certain guys came to play. Basically, everybody came to play, man. Like, it is what it is. This is a great team win. The Mavericks are an excellent team. We've been preaching that for a while now, especially since the trade deadline. We have 2 of the best closers in the NBA. I'll get to them in a second. PJ Washington, man, thank you so much. Your defense, shot selection in certain games and all were incredible. You made some shots for us. You were our third leading scorer in certain games that we needed you, and we appreciated that. It felt like PJ Washington was just amazing defensively, though, but we expected that. This guy is a lockdown defender. The league just doesn't know about it yet. That is what it is. Derrick Jones Jr., again, I can just rinse and repeat with PJ Washington. The guy defense was amazing. Was out there scrapping, meeting guys, pressing guys full court pressure, making timely threes in games and all, just situations. I know you make one today, but Derrick Jones Jr. was just huge. Not only timely threes, but just driving to the rim, just situational, just doing your role to a T. I think that's the motto of this team right now, and the players on this team, doing your role. Shout out to Bill Belichick. Daniel Gafford, man. Daniel Gafford probably had his best game of the series so far. And it's great because we're going to need him in the next series against OKC. I think he'll be massive in that series, pause. But he gave you 13 and 6. I thought he was incredible. He bullied Zubac a little bit today as well. Didn't look like Zubac was just taking advantage of him. That was awesome to see. Let me go to the bench next. Maxi Cleveland, man, I hope you're okay. That's not even a joke. No fun, no pokes, no games. Maxi was important out there. He was playing an excellent role. He had a pretty good actual series just in general. Let's just keep it real. As long as he was in this position playing the role he was supposed to be playing, that was his backup for. He's been incredible, man. And I saw he sprained his shoulder. He shot the free throws. He missed one. Made the second one. I thought he'd be okay, but then he grabbed the arm and went down. I'm hoping it's just a sprained shoulder. I'm hoping, with 3 days rest before the next series, and then, getting into that series, that he'll be okay for the next series at some point. But luckily they're a smaller team, the OKC Thunder, so hopefully our centers can hold it down for a second. I just hope it's not that serious, Maxie. We're going to need you. So hopefully you can get back in the game. Lively again. Lively was the best center in this playoff round for us. Lively, he looked like a rookie, I felt like, to start the series off, but then he just turned the corner again like he always does, and just became, incredible. I thought Lively was awesome for us this whole series. Like I never felt like he was getting bullied. Like I said, other than the first game, basically. From that point on, I feel like he stood his ground, and he held Zubac in check and also protected the rim. Shout out to Josh Green. Josh Green was playable this playoffs. That's a big step from Josh Green from previous playoff performances as well. We know before he wasn't even able to be played. He wasn't making shots. He wasn't doing anything. He was all over the place this series. He was grabbing balls. Paws all over the spot, everywhere, offensive rebound. Whenever it seemed like a shot was up, Josh Green was somewhere near the ball. So Josh Green was awesome this series. Luka didn't shoot the ball well again today, but his defense, he played good defense the whole series. He was good. He was Luka. He gave you 13 assists, 7 rebounds. He does Luka things. He was fine. They played very physical with him. Tried to take him out the game a lot of these games, and he was hurt. He's a dog, man. Like Luka went out there. Even today, I think he twisted his ankle a little bit. He just wanted to beat the Clippers. I'm fine. I thought Luka played okay. And knowing that, I feel like it was the maturation of Luka Doncic, understanding it's a series now in the playoffs. you don't always have to be the best player in the series. You can be the best player and all that, but stuff happens. You just want to go win a series. And with him in this series, I think he understood this was Kyrie's series. Like, Kyrie was that dude getting to him. Kyrie, Andrew Irving, Uncle Drew, whatever you want to call him. He's that guy. We had Kai. That's like the difference, man. Like, you may not be there when you want him, but he'll be there right on time. I always say that about Kyrie. And Kyrie came through again, man. 30 points just easily in the second half, just dominated. He had 2 points at halftime, I believe. It didn't matter. It was Kyrie Irving was waiting his defense, taking on the challenge of basically being the main point of attack defender on James Harden most of these games. And he held his own, man. Kyrie's that dude. Like I said, if Luka ever had a question before about Kyrie, there's no question. Again, you got to think about it. Luka went through the playoffs 2 times, averaging 32 and 36 against the Clippers, being that guy, having to be that dominant guy that when nobody else was helping him, putting up these kind of wasted performances against the Clippers of those numbers and losing, I should say. And now he realized that he has a player beside him where he doesn't have to play his best and he can beat the Clippers. So shout out to Kyrie, man. Shout out to Luka. Just shout out to the team, man. Shout out to Jason Kidd. Doing your thing, Jason Kidd. The team today, the Clippers were desperate at times, trying to get back into the game, fighting and clawing. Great timeouts. I thought you handled the guys well today. Pause. Did your business, Jason Kidd. All kudos to you. Probably got yourself an extension after this series. It is what it is. We all say Western Conference Finals, most of us, but we know how the politics work in the NBA. So, Jason Kidd, congratulations probably to you. It is what it is. You did a good job. And real talk, man. It's just a good team, man. Defensively, we're just incredible. Offensively, we know we're going to get you. We're going to give you. It's at times now watching the playback, we're like, stop shooting the threes. It's just a different Dallas Maverick team in general. I'm excited, man. We got past the Clippers, and I felt like if we got past the Clippers, then you never know what can happen. Just toss the ball up, check rock, as they say, and let's go. Let's see what happens now. We can take care of business in OKC, hopefully. It's a close series to home. With you guys over there, it shouldn't be that far away, so they can kind of, rest at times, not really have to worry about travel as much. I'm just ready for the next series. But in the meantime, you know what? I kind of want to get to receipts, but I want to wait till Rel's on the show. I'm going to say to my partner, I really wanted to get the receipts today, but I'm going to try to stay humble because there's a lot of folks said a whole bunch of things at the first game. Shout out to my guy, Ian J. I haven't seen him since the first game. He talks so much trash. Shout out to Rel. He said Mavs in 6. I said Mavs in 5. Jason Kidd gave another one away. It is what it is, y'all. But we here to celebrate, man. This is an awesome day. First time winning, closing out a series at home since I think the Thunder back in 2011. Shout out, man. Shout out to Luka getting the monkey off his back. Just shout out to the whole team, man. Like, this is an incredible moment. First game of the season, y'all. I told you I wanted the Clippers. I wanted to end that era, end that regime. Luka seems to end regimes. It seems like. Shout out to the Jazz. Shout out to the Suns. Now shout out to the Clippers. I think this will be the last time we probably see this Clippers team together. They're going to probably try to keep them together based off of having a new stadium and all and a rebrand, which sucks for Steve Ballmer. But, you make the decision. So you live with what you choose, I guess. But other than that, y'all, the Mavericks are good, man. I hope everybody understands the Mavericks are good now, even some of the Maverick fans. I hope you're ready for the next series now. I hope you're ready to cheer for your team. I hope you're ready to cheer on guys that do more than just score the basketball. I'm really ready to get to y'all, man. So shout out to Fanatics again, to sponsor the channel. I didn't really give them the introduction. But let's just move the show on, man. Let's get to the game ball. Game ball, y'all. Oops, sorry. Game ball. I tried to find a way not to give it to this man. Pause. I guess I'm gonna show some love real quick. I'm gonna show love to Daniel Gafford today. Daniel Gafford, I felt like I said, best game of the series for him tonight was Daniel Gafford. Best game of the series so far for Dante Axum. Show up for him for making a bucket and I guess the assist and all that. Shout out to Josh Green, Mr. Hustle, doing Russell or playing Russell Westbrook on TV better than Russell Westbrook. Shout out BJ Washington for being that dog on the team. Shout out Derrick Jones Jr., man, for chasing Paul George all over the place and making him take tough contested shots. I know Paul George loves to take tough contested shots. That's crazy that he called Damian Lillard's shot a bad shot, but he loves taking bad shots. He makes them, but he takes a lot of them. Shout out to him. Shout out to Derek Lively, man, the second, for all the issues and, the situation he's going through right now in life. I told you life is more important than basketball. Shout out to him, man, for not looking like a rookie in these situations. Shout out to our guy for being the best player on our team, for finally getting a victory over the Clippers, which is Luka. Shout out to him. I know he's excited about this. This is awesome. I can't wait to see him, ball out the next round. But y'all play the game tonight. Y'all already know. Uncle Drew himself, man. Kyrie Irving, man. Got guy falling out of bounds, hitting fade away baseline threes, falling out of bounds, 4-point plays. This guy's just amazing, man. Like, we got Kyrie. Shout out to TGK. He's officially. I told TGK we had to wait to the playoffs. I knew Kyrie was top 3 talent on the Mavericks of all time. I wanted to wait to the playoffs to see exactly what he could do and what he would do in the playoffs, and he showed out in the playoffs so far. So he led around for us. So now he's probably the 3rd best Maverick of all time, in my opinion. Shout out to Kyrie for that. Man, shout out to Kyrie, man. Like, that's ridiculous. Kyrie just put up like 20-something, like 26 points a game, 27 points a game for us in a playoff series as a number 2. Like, shout out to Kyrie, man. But yeah, that's the game ball. So before I get to you guys, the Glow Yard, because this is really your show, so you can get on here, let us know what's up, party, chat, say whatever it is. Let's get to our partner of the show. Shout out to Chris. Shout out to Empire Jeff. But Court Kings, y'all.
We are excited to announce our new partnership with our friends over at Court Kings, and we appreciate them blessing us with their new Dallas Mavericks collection. This will not only include Dallas Mavericks-based shirts, but We Talk Mavs themed shirts as well. Be sure to check out our exclusive link on the screen or in the description to help the channel and rep the best Dallas Mavericks postgame show in the world. Much love to the entire crew over at Court Kings again for believing in us and taking a chance on the channel. Salute.
All right. Y'all know what time it is. Members only. What I'm going to do is put the link in the description. Well, not in the description. What am I talking about? The link in the comments for you guys on YouTube, or anywhere, actually. You have to be a member of the YouTube channel. So you have to join, not only subscribe, but join and be an actual Glow Yard member. If you join on stage, I'll bring you on stage, give a little description about how you feel about the game, the series in general, one at a time, and then I'll bring everybody up. We can talk. Please be respectful on stage, respectful in the comments as well. I'll read all the super chats if we get any. Like anything else I'm missing there. If you don't really want to talk, please let other folks stay on board. I can only allow 9 other folks on the screen at one time. So yeah. And with that said, I guess I'll put the link in the description. Y'all give me a second. All right, y'all. So I put the link down in the description. I keep saying description in the comments. If you are a Glow Yard member, you can join. I'll bring you on the channel, like I said, on the stage one by one, give your opinion. And then after that, everybody can join in and we have a roundtable discussion. But yeah. Until then, I guess what do y'all want me to talk about? More about the Mavs. 1, 2, 3 Cancun. Flights from LA to Cancun. What do y'all want me to say? What more is there to say? You said Clippers in 5, Clippers in 6, Clippers in 7. You said Mavs were favored by 8 points today. Covered the spread. What did we say? Hey, shout out to Larry. Bring Larry on stage. What up, Larry?
What's good, boss man? I'm here right now, but give me a second. I'm parking. I'm almost done for the night.
All right, you good? You good? You want hold on. Let me bring you back on stage. I'm gonna bring on Sticks first. What up, Sticks?
What up?
How you feeling, man? How you feel about the game in the series?
I mean, the game was good, other than a little bit of frustrating second quarter. But I mean, things didn't go as well as I thought they would go. But then again, I mean, it's playoff basketball, and when you have the refs doing the things they were doing, it's kind of hard to get a sweep, which is what I called for. So, I mean, overall, I'm happy. I mean, we had a sick Luka, banged up Luka, and the other guys stepped up when they needed to. Kai was huge, and at the end of the day, the last two games we buried them and made it clear that we were the better team. So now we go to OKC.
You ready for OKC? How you feel about that?
What was that?
I said you ready for OKC? How do you feel about that?
I'm going to say the same thing I said the other game. I think this I'm even more confident. I think we'll sweep them. I don't think OKC is what everybody thinks. We proved how bad we dominated them after the trade deadline. We're better than we were then. OKC got to, you've got a bunch of young kids that are extremely cocky. They're really arrogant right now. This whole group, meetings on the, the TV stuff. And they got to beat an easy New Orleans team. So they get a bunch of rest. They get a little out of rhythm. And they walk into a team, the Mavericks, which just got over a huge, chip off their shoulder, especially for Luka. We're playing damn good. That's not a good combo for them. And I'm not scared of Chet or J-Dub or Lou Dort, whatever. We've proven we can whoop them. And I think they're in for a rude awakening.
You said what a pro wants, what a pro needs.
God, don't make me. Okay, put me backstage. You're going to say that.
All right, stay backstage, man. I'll bring you back on if I'm done with everybody. Appreciate you. What up, Pasquale?
What's going on, man?
Nothing much, man.
Oh man, what you've been saying earlier, wild. Kyrie Irving. Sorry, I've been saying it for a while now. MVP of this series. Easy 40-point game. And then he took the back reins the next game, scored 14 points, but still played great defense and gave Luka the reins. So he scored 35. Man, Kyrie he's the leader. I mean, you can see it from the team. He's the leader of this team. Luka may be this amazing talent and everything, but he's young. But Kyrie's letting him. Kyrie's taking over the leadership of this team where he can't sometimes.
As he should. It's a good thing,
right?
I think it's
an amazing thing. It's an amazing thing to watch right now. Kyrie is going after all the haters who said he's done and everything, and he's proving them all wrong. And now he's stepping up on defense. Look, Luka had 13 assists tonight. Mm-hmm. Now look at the assist margin in that bracket. You saw how people with 2 assists, 4 assists, whatever. Luka has 13 assists. I have to give it to Jason Kidd. I think Jason Kidd has been teaching up Luka a little bit as a point guard, because 13 assists in a game like this is Hall of Famer Jason Kidd style assist levels.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, right now, we just got to give Kyrie his props. He's got to give him his flowers. He led this team through this series to this victory. Luka was not there. Luka was not there for the first 4 games of this series. I'm sorry. The last 2 games, Luka took it over. But
I believe it. How do you? I agree. I should say. How do you feel about the OKC series coming up?
The OKC series coming up, I feel like you got Chet versus another rookie. I mean, Chet's been amazing this year for Oklahoma City. We cannot deny that. I know he had a year off, but he's been amazing center. So you're going to see Chet versus Lively. I want to see that matchup. But then you got Daniel Gafford, who's kind of come around in these last 2 games. I'm not sure about Daniel Gafford, but if Daniel Gafford can get it going, he's going to eliminate the center position, because we have 2 great centers. And if we can eliminate the center position, then we're going to have to beat each other either in the paint, or the 3. And I know they can run on us. They're young guys, but we're pretty young too. So my feeling is if we can eliminate the center position or win that battle, we're going to take the series.
I 100% agree, Pat Spelly. Appreciate you. Stay backstage. I'm going to bring you back on once I finish with everyone.
Yes, sir.
What up, Big J? How you feeling?
What's going on, man? I think you gave the series ball to the wrong person, man.
You said the series ball to the wrong person. Who? Who get?
I think you got to go to Nico.
Oh, I mean,
Nico put together what we've been calling for years. He put an athletic dudes that can play D and a legit number 2 with the best player in the league right now. And look what happened.
You are 100% right. I'm sorry, Big J. You. How you feel though, man, about the series in general?
I mean, I like it. Like I said, I would have liked them to do better. I did call 6. I think everybody was a little bit optimistic with the, and dismissive with the 4, with the 4s and the 5s. But, I think that we came out with a win, which is what we needed. We were a little bit beat up, so we weren't 100% ourselves, but I think we did what we needed to do. And I think we're going to take a little break and move on.
How do you feel about OKC in that upcoming series?
People talk about Chet, but, I don't think Gafford struggles with tall, lanky. I think he struggles with bulky. People like Zubac and like, Vukovic, and, he would struggle with like an Embiid type. I don't think he's going to struggle with Chet. Chet's real light. I think he can muscle Chet, and I think that Lively matches well with Chet because he's about the same height but just stronger and more athletic. So I think we'll do fine against him. I think our problem is going to be the whistle for, for Shea, and then making sure we keep, what's the other one, Williams, from just going straight in there.
Yep, Jalen Williams.
So if we can keep him from doing a layup and dunk line, and we'll be fine.
I don't think they're going to beat us up as much though.
Oh, no.
I do not think that'll happen. So I think it'll be a less physical series. But we got to be smart. But thank you. All right, Big J, stay backstage, man. I'm going to bring you back when I finish with everyone else.
All right.
What up, Div?
Hey, how's it going, King?
Can't complain, man. You know how it is. What's your feelings on the series, man, in general, in the game?
Good series win. I mean, I agree with you. We should have probably won it a little sooner if Kid hadn't screwed up a little bit there, but at least he's getting better as it's going. I didn't feel much complaints this game. I thought we got a little trigger happy with the 3 repeatedly when we got ahead, and I don't know why we do that. But the other thing is, the refs suck. That always happens with us. I don't know why, man. Maybe it's because of Luka and he's crying and stuff, and they can't stand him. I gotta say, you nailed it about PJ Washington. You were wanting him for a while. You nailed it. And you know what? The only thing you were wrong about, maybe he doesn't need that summer for his 3-pointer. The way he's knocking him down, man. If he keeps doing this, we're gonna be hard to beat.
Hey, man. Obviously, I think PJ. So the summer 3-pointer is to I think bona fide him as the number 3 option. That's my thing with him. I mean, as far as I think we're talented enough to win it all this year. I've already said that. It's all about Jason Kidd for me. So. What you think about OKC in the upcoming series?
It's that Shea whistle. It's gonna hurt, man. That shit's gonna hurt. And I don't like the way Luka loses his cool when he doesn't get the calls and the other guy gets the call every time, right? The other star, and that's where I think they gotta get better with the reffing. Like they have to play smarter when they're. You can't lose your shit with the refs, man. It never works, right?
You think PJ can help take Shea out the game though?
Yeah, they're just gonna pick and roll with Shea. They're not gonna let Shea go against star guys.
Yeah.
Right. And the thing is, they're tough to double because that one guy, what's Williams? Is that his name?
Jalen Williams.
Dude, that guy scares me more than Shea. Like he is so good, man.
They got a nice little team.
They do, but yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, only thing I ever worry about is the physicality, like the physicality of what the Clippers try to do, that little like cheap shots and things like that. Yep. I just don't see OKC doing that. And if they don't do that, if they're not physical against the Mavericks going to bully them.
Yeah. Well, the thing we struggled with, what I noticed we struggle with big centers. Let's be honest. Like even with our guys, we struggle with the centers. At least now we have a little bit of resistance. And I thought Lively played a great game today because man, he ate Zubac, man. Even though he's not as big, he would let him push him in, but when he goes to shoot, he would challenge that shot, and Zubac would miss every time. But with Gafford, he had a lot of hard time. But I think next series is more of a Gafford series. I think he's going to cook in that series because there's no way Chet's going to do anything to him, right? So, and if Luka, I hope Luka gets healthier in the next 3 days, because we can't have him shooting 1 for like 10 and 9 for 26 or whatever the hell. He can't be shooting like that for us to win that series. I'll be honest. He's got to pick up his shooting, like he has to.
Yeah, I agree. Luka has to.
Yeah, he has to. Let's be real. Yeah, let's be real. I mean, he can get away with it with Clippers because we got Westbrook shooting and all these guys, but those guys can shoot threes, right? Yep. So that's where but at the same time, with Shea, I mean, I'll give Kid this, man. If you only have a couple of options, he's proven he can shut them down. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So if they beat us, it's going to be their bench. If we lose to them. If it's going to be our guys against their guys, we win. That's my feeling.
We got to make Josh Giddey beat us.
Exactly. Yeah. That's the guys. I mean, can they? I don't know. Under pressure, I think those guys are going to miss personally. And they're young, right? So.
Yep. All right, Div. Stay backstage. Appreciate you. I'm going to bring you back on the Dan.
Yep.
Larry, you there?
I need 2 more seconds. I'm almost done, Parker.
I got one more person before you, then I'll bring you back on. What up, Ramble?
Hey, can you hear me? Is my
I can hear you loud and clear. Yeah. What up, man? How you feel about the game today and the series in general?
Oh, feeling good. I went to this one. I went to the Sunday one too. Sunday was rough, especially seeing how well they were shooting. It was great just to hear every time Westbrook touches the ball, people just booing him, just trying to shut him down. And ultimately, when it comes to Oklahoma, man, I'm thinking we've got to. I don't know. I don't want to look ahead too much, but I think we're going to go through them. Especially like the playoffs are a different beast from regular season. We've always seen teams go up. Like remember, wasn't it the year that we basically demolished the Jazz? Weren't they like a 1 or 2, like a high seed? We always see these teams kind of put it all in the regular season, then just collapse in the playoffs. And ultimately, with it being just a 3-hour drive, 1-hour flight, home court advantage isn't going to mean as much as it does when we've got to go all the way across country. And lastly, I know it's not going to be as big as what you saw with maybe like Sixers and Knicks, but I gotta hope some Dallas people are going to make the drive up there and show up in the stadium and kind of cheer for the crowd or cheer for the team.
Yes, please, 100%. But thank you, Ramble. I'm gonna put you backstage real quick. I'm gonna bring Larry on, and then after I'm done with him, I'm gonna bring everybody back on stage. Larry, you ready?
Yeah, my bad, ladies and gentlemen. The big truck driver had to put his truck in spot. Let's go ahead and talk about it right now. Everybody was worried. Cool, I get it. Everybody wanted to be done in the sweep or a 5-game series. That would have been nice. That would have been pretty. But even though I'm not the biggest Ty Lue fan, I still think he's a good coach. So I gave him credit that he's going to be able to win 2 games. That's why even after the last game, I was like, what do y'all think? Ty Lue probably going to come up with something. I'm going to give him credit for being a good coach. But what you saw tonight and what you've seen through the series is we have 2 of the best players in the league. Not only that, we have some great defensive talent. And when our best players decide that they want to play defense, we are one of the hardest teams to beat, whether our shot is falling or not.
No, I'm sorry. Is that all you want to say, Larry? I thought you had.
Yeah, I could go on a full speech, but you know what? I'm going to respect the crowd because I took up a lot of time, keep going in the background. I'm going to go ahead, chill out, relax. I'm probably going to go get a couple of drinks to celebrate.
Hey,
let's go ahead and enjoy it tonight.
I feel the same. I might grab me a couple of drinks. I know it's late over here, but it's the weekend. But hold on. I mean, you the last one, so I'm bringing everybody back on stage, and we can just have open conversation. Whatever, everybody, we back, man. Come on, man. The Mavs won tonight. They're in the second round, man. We ain't pumped enough. What's going on?
Let's go.
Don't say we. I'm happy.
Come on, they did it.
Man, yeah.
I know. Been saying for a while they were going to do it. Now it's like boring. They did it, right? It's like, oh yeah, the Mavericks.
Well, we expected it, right, King? So it's not as exciting. It's when you don't expect it that it's exciting.
It's still awesome though, man. It's an awesome day because this is awesome because Luka finally did it. I told y'all the 3rd time, man. The charm. It's finally done, man.
Especially the way we did it. We never needed that 40-point Luka game.
Exactly.
We had everybody playing well. We probably had like 5 players in double digits or something.
Yep.
That was the best.
You got Kyrie. going into this next game, you don't need Luka to be the number one scorer. You can have Kyrie be the number one scorer in games. But if you look at Luka's assist lines, he's facilitating everybody else. He's facilitating everybody else. That's some Jason Kidd level play. And you know Jason Kidd wasn't the biggest scorer ever. No, what did Jason Kidd do? He facilitated people. That's what Luka's doing.
Yeah, but let's be honest on that. If Luka was shooting what Luka was like normally, and he wasn't hurt and sick and missing threes
Right.
and bombing 1 for 10, Luka would have been the top scorer. Would have dropped 40 a game on these assholes.
Oh,
And
right.
we would
Exactly.
we wouldn't be having this conversation because he would have outscored Kai. Luka played like Luka plays. Luka dominated. He just couldn't hit a dang three to save his life in this series because he's injured. So he's doing what he's always done. It's just that that's why it matters that he's so good offensively across the board. Is that even when Luka has a bad game, his impact on the game is unbelievable.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm saying. You got a scorer in Kyrie who could take over the game. And right now, I feel like Luka's like, you know what? You are the lead scorer. I'm going to just facilitate and work the offense when we can, and you just go get your buckets. That's why I think this team is different than what we saw 3 weeks ago. To be honest.
Let me read these super chats real quick, Pasquale. Coy, Glow Yard member with the $4.99 donation. He says, let's effing go. Great team win, Josh. I'm still going to defend him. He helped a lot as well. He did, Coy. Josh Green was good, man. Let's see. What up, Reese? Minda Reese from Mavs Outside Pod, y'all. Reese and Bibbs. He sent a $9.99 donation. He said, for my dogs, because we up. Acknowledge us. Smash them and stack them paws. Appreciate you, Reese. And that's it, y'all. As far as the super chat, y'all can continue.
Isn't there? You missed one. There's Saint Skeezy.
Did I where?
Came to.
I do. Yep, you're right. Look at Div, being the MVP right now. Corey, you coming for your spot. Saint Skeezy. Appreciate you, Saint. That's I guess the name. Maybe pause, but $4.99 donation. Appreciate you. He said came to the Mavs as a Kyrie fan, but now I'm here to stay. This team is special. Appreciate you, Saint. Yes, they are.
Yes, they are.
Man, we're gonna get better if Nico starts molding this team. I just think his attitude and personality is something else, and you can see it. Kyrie, the way he's leading, he'll teach Luka how to be a leader. That's what Luka needed, is guys that are like Kyrie. And I still feel Luka's problem is with his teammates when it comes to when he starts losing. He's a sore loser, man, and that's good. You want that. You don't want a guy to be a happy loser, right? But he would get pissed off when you get screwed up, right? And that's one thing I like about Kyrie. He doesn't let that emotion get to him. He tries to pump guys up and get them going because he knows the way you win is not by trashing your teammate, is making him feel next one's going in. You got to give him belief, man.
He's the leader, bro.
That's leadership, and that's why he's a winner. That's why he's won.
You can see that when like Gafford is standing at the top of the 3-point, Harden gets a steal on him, and then the next play, I think maybe it was Kyrie or someone, get him the ball immediately so that he can, wipe out that mistake and get a quick basket. Yeah. That's leadership.
Yeah.
Also, he was telling him how to defend too.
Same thing with Kyrie though with Maxi Kleber. Early in the game when Maxi was in the game, he missed the three. And he tried to run away from the shot, and Kyrie got the ball back and threw it right back to him and said, "No, Max, it's your ball," and he made it.
And how they kept feeding PJ? They kept feeding PJ. Both Kyrie and Luka kept feeding PJ all night until he got it going.
Yeah, no, that's
a good team, man. It's a special team, just in general. Like I said, this is the maturation of Luka Doncic, understanding he has a team around him. This is when you have a team. You don't always got to be Superman anymore. You can be Superman. Right. You are Superman, but you have the Justice League around you.
Hell yeah.
Well, and I think that's why I said when everybody has this Brunson and Kyrie conversation, I think Kai here is a much bigger deal than Brunson. I don't care how good Brunson scores. I don't care about any of that. He's a phenomenal player. That leadership of Kai is bigger than just purely the scoring benefit of having Jalen Brunson here.
Actually,
Sticks,
I'll say this, though. I think the thing with Brunson is that he would defer more to Luka in a way where it's like he'll give it to like Brunson is a leader, in my opinion. I think he's a great
Yeah.
leader, a great guy with his teammates and everything. He'll bring them up and everything. But when it comes to Luka, yeah, he always took a step back with him. You know.
Well,
And
you don't
Kyrie is
you,
at a
you don't
level
know
where
that he
he's
would do
Brunson-
that. You don't know that he would do
Brunson
that 2
can't
years
be-
later now.
Yeah, so I'm not.
Yeah,
so
but yes,
my-
you do. You do because Brunson took more shots than anybody. You can't get the same usage rate. You won't be the same player with Brunson. I don't think he could do the Kyrie role
But so
of like figuring how to.
And Kyrie did that earlier in the season.
I don't. So I kind of agree with Sticks here on this one. People say this.
I do.
People say that Jalen. I think Jalen Brunson would have been Jalen Brunson on this team. I really think so. I think people keep saying he wouldn't have been like. So when Luka wasn't playing, Jalen Brunson was getting to like 27 points a game when Luka wasn't playing.
right.
That year. When they got to the playoffs, Jalen Brunson went to 21. That was still young Jalen Brunson. He was able to score. He was getting to the point of scoring 20 with Luka when he went off. Jalen would have got to like 25 points a game with Luka Doncic. If Luka believes in you and trusts in you, which he was believing in Jalen Brunson, Jalen would have been that dude who he gave the ball up and said, "Go ahead, Jalen Brunson." That's one. Two, Jalen Brunson is a true leader. The only issue is that he came in the same time as Luka, so you can't ask that same respect. And my only issue against Sticks, what Sticks said, is he said about Kyrie and Luka. It's not an issue of Kyrie. Kyrie and Jalen Brunson. It's not an issue of either Kyrie or Jalen Brunson. The only issue is that we lost Jalen Brunson for nothing. We had to trade other assets to get Kyrie and all that. Like, if we still had Jalen Brunson, we'd had Jalen Brunson for the cheap and those other assets and stuff you could have built a team. It's no
right,
issue
but
having
would
Kyrie.
we? Right, yeah, but we wouldn't have made the moves we made if we had Brunson around because it would have changed the trades and what we tried to do.
Yeah,
we are where we are now because we got Kai.
But
that's
you can't
what
say
happened.
that. You can't say that because just with Jalen Brunson, we just in Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, and what killed
That's
us?
not, that's not my point, and that's not what it's okay. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that we wouldn't have this current team building the way we have. We wouldn't have leadership. Leadership is not something you can teach. Veteran leadership, you definitely can't teach. So Brunson may be a leader, but I mean, anybody that's been 20-year-old and been in charge of people, you ain't the same as when you're, 29, 30, 31. When you've been through a championship, when you've got that kind of experience, you can't teach that into Brunson. Kai has that, and Kai has that calming voice, like we say, and has the ability to get these guys and say, hey, and because they respect Kai, they don't do anything. They just sit there and you watch them just like you saw at one point. He grabs Gafford and he's over there with Gafford and he's like, hey, you go get your hand up over here. You got to be in this position. That's the crap that Kai brings to the team that you're not going to get.
Yes, and why did they respect Kyrie? Because they already know he's one of the best ball handlers ever, and you know what? He's won a ring. He's been there, done that.
Brunson
That's why they're going to listen.
This is why I say I don't like having an argument about Brunson and Kyrie because it's not. So Brunson was the leader of the team. Like that's how I felt. Like when we went to the Western Conference Finals, I feel like Brunson was the leader of the team.
But he was a young guy.
But Brunson was the leader of the team. So everybody you saying that Kyrie is a leader, you're right about him being a champion and all that. You can't just get that. But players become that, if that makes sense. Like neither Jamal Murray or a Joker were championship experience until they won a championship.
Right.
So Jalen Brunson is a winner already. Like he's a leader. Mm-hmm. He will become that as long as you develop him. That's my thing. If you'd have kept Jalen Brunson, you would have had draft picks and all around and still make moves. You just build the team around Jalen Brunson and Luka Doncic and whatever else instead of losing draft picks and having to catch like teams making like fire sales or whatever like that. Like that's kind of how we had to go now as far as like finding teams to say, hey, are you really trying to get this guy? And if we'd had draft picks before, we could have just went for whoever we wanted for real. That's all I'm saying. Like I'm not arguing with the Kyrie thing. Like I know what Kyrie is. I'm just saying like we had to milk ourselves to get Kyrie. We gave up Jalen Brunson, team players on the team, draft picks, and all that. We didn't get anything. We just to get Kyrie and people. That's what I'm saying. Like that's all I'm saying.
Hey, King.
Can I ask a question? Oh, sorry. You go ahead, bro.
No, I was just gonna say I look at the whole Jalen Brunson thing kind of like the Steve Nash thing. I don't know if he would have become the ultimate version of himself playing alongside. I know what you're saying, King, but like how Nash wasn't Nash until he went to Phoenix and got his own team.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's kind of the same thing. I think Jalen was always going to be Luka's little brother on the team and his sidekick. I don't think he was going to evolve into what he is now. He was showing flashes.
Go ahead, Big J. I'm sorry. I mean to cut you.
No, I'm saying he was showing flashes. I know what you're saying about the assets, but once again, I don't know if we would go make the same moves. If we may still have, Dinwiddie and Dodo and what's his name on the team, Bullock, because they love them dudes. And if we didn't have to trade them to get the players we had to get, we may still have that same team trying to run it back.
That's kind of my point. That's what
I think we'd eventually had to trade them though.
Come on,
because the ownership would have changed, one, and two.
Max, come.
If we'd have kept it with Jalen Brunson there, like they'd have had to get better. Same thing. You feel what I'm saying? Like we waited to the Western Conference Final. So here's my thing: Jalen Brunson may not have been what he is right now because you're not a number one. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Like when Kyrie was out, Luka, he put up 27 points a game. You feel me? Like it is what it is when you're when you playing number one to being a number two. I get that, but I still feel like we got Jalen Brunson early though. Like we didn't get a seasoned Jalen Brunson either. So the thing with the Steve Nash thing, you're right, Big J. It's not nobody's wrong here. I do think Steve Nash and Dirk Nowitzki could have won a championship though. That's what I'm saying. Or maybe more than one. So even though Steve Nash got traded somewhere else, I think Steve Nash and Dirk could have won. You could have built around them just like you did with Kyrie and Luka right now. You build people around them, give them a center. If you give a center behind Dirk Nowitzki and Steve Nash, they would have won a championship.
Yep.
That's what I felt.
But who did they have back then?
Sean Bradley, Rafe LaFrance.
Sean Bradley. That's Sean Bradley.
I agree with you on that, but I'm saying I think at the point where we got rid of Nash, Nash wasn't what he was earlier on, and he had to go at that point.
Nash went Game 6 with the San Antonio Spurs in the Western Conference Finals.
We'll disagree on Nash. I'm not a Nash fan personally, so I disagree.
I'm just saying that Nash went to Game 6. That's a fact. Dirk was out. Nash went Game 6 with the San Antonio Spurs in the Western Conference Finals.
But you know what it was? The whole thing with Nash is Nash kept getting hurt, and they weren't sure that they could count on him. That's why they didn't want to match that contract.
But he never got. I understand
he got hurt, and the other problem with Nash. So my problem with Nash,
with his old thing, but Nash wasn't missing playoff games.
No.
My problem with Nash is Nash didn't shoot. Nash always deferred. He went under the basket, and he was always predictable because they knew he wasn't going to shoot. And it was like, dude, could you just put up an easy layup? They're giving you the lane, and he would turn and try to toss it out. And the amount of times that he cost us turnovers because he just wouldn't shoot the ball. And I'm just sitting there going, oh, my God. I don't like that kind of point guard.
Was he better on the Mavericks?
Can we?
I mean, I think Jason Kidd in his prime was better than Nash.
No.
He said Jason Terry. Jason Terry.
That's who the guy that took his spot, basically. Was Jason Terry better than Steve Nash?
I think as for what Dirk needed, yeah. I think we needed a center more than we needed Nash.
Dirk Nowitzki got a lot of his points in all the beginning was them pick and rolls and all that pick and pops with Steve Nash.
Right, but when we won it, what did we get? We got a center finally in Tyson Chandler. We didn't need Nash. We needed a shooter with Dirk, and we needed a center, and we got it, and that's when we won.
All right, I got you. Steve Nash was still when he's playing with Dirk. Steve Nash was still 40% 3-point shooter. I feel like.
Yeah, listen, we'll agree to disagree. I personally did not care for Nash.
We're going to agree to disagree. I'm like, bro, Steve Nash was an all-star. Jason Terry never made the All-Star team.
I'm not going to be John to be and just argue it into the ground.
No.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Larry, are you King? Are you basically saying that you believe that Brunson would have developed?
I believe Brunson is good enough and a winner. Where if he'd have been a number two beside Luka, he would be a number two that could win with Jalen Brunson. Yes, that's what I believe. And I believe you would have developed them from the ground up, like any other team, like Jamal Murray and Joker and them. Where you just build them up. I feel like I always thought Jalen Brunson was this good. I feel like Jason Brunson, one of the best Mavericks of all time. Like Jalen Brunson won a series for us. So I've never seen Steve Nash do that. You feel what I'm saying? Like I've never seen Nash. I've never
Sharon's
seen
calling us out. Sharon's calling us out. She thought this was
well, I'm not worried. I'm not worried. I'll get to Sharon in a second when I get in the vibe.
Can we ask this question about the next series though? To start it off, the next series. Let's talk about it. Oh man, where was my question? Good
question.
Hold on.
All right, I see you. What's that? Coke and what?
Crown and Coke. A
Oh.
double shot of Crown and Coke.
Okay, here's my question to start off about the next series. Have the Oklahoma City Thunder played a superstar in this playoffs yet?
No.
Nope.
No, but they only played one series though.
Yeah, they only
Yeah,
played
and
one
Zion
series. I'm
was
just saying. But have they played a superstar and, just one superstar? Have they played one
No.
yet?
No.
Nope. Okay. And now you're going to face Luka and Kyrie?
Yeah, but here's the thing, though, man. Luka is injured. He's not 100%.
Right.
And here's the other thing maybe people don't know. We're going to be playing every other game, every other day. There is no breaks on the series. It's
Nope.
gonna be,
No breaks on the series.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, but during the season, Lively outplayed Chet every game. So when you combine Gafford and Lively, it's like we were saying earlier, right? Like you can't push. They don't have the guys to push our guys around. If you think that OKC is any better offensively a lot of times than what Paul George can do and what Harden can do when they were on those games, with that, we were still in those games. We probably should have won every one of those games, right? Shea,
Has Oklahoma City played a superstar?
Right?
Yeah.
Well, how about how many of these
Non-stop.
guys have even been in the
I
playoffs?
was getting those
I mean,
calls.
who was
PG was
there
getting
in the
those calls.
2020?
They were just staring out.
So, I mean, my thing is like about the OKC because I know our centers can outplay Chet, and he can't stop the pick and rolls in Lob City because he's not as big to kind of bomb our guys, right? So then you combine that
Has
with
Oklahoma City played any
DJJ and PJ Washington guarding Jalen Williams and Shea and these guys. What a score! You really can draw. They're dropping 100. They're not good enough to stop us from dropping 110 easily again.
Yeah, but if you're
we
OKC,
will have
what
to
I'm
screw
gonna
ourselves up on shooting.
If I'm OKC, I'm going to run the Mavs to the ground if I can.
We're already the 8th fastest pace team in the league.
Run though, Div. It's not like
But OKC is one of the fastest.
I don't think this is going to be a series where we worry about our center, but I think this is going to be a PJ Washington. For all intents and purposes, I think PJ Washington offensively is going to be really important.
Yeah, I think he is too, Larry. But I think the centers can be important because our centers can run.
Yeah,
if we get into
I agree with that.
Our centers can run and get easy buckets again.
And they didn't have to play against Zion.
I think you can force OKC's hand if PJ Washington is off, because
Yes.
they don't have no one to stop three players. Like they can't stop a good Luka, good Kyrie, and
Larry,
PJ Washington.
Larry, do you remember when we played OKC, did they double Luka and Kyrie every time or no? Do you remember?
They couldn't. They didn't double. They didn't blitz us as hard.
The last
when we had everybody. The only game we had everybody after the trade deadline.
No, we had everybody. They had no chance. We beat the hell out of them.
Yeah, but
I think they played.
What their strategy was? Was it doubling or no?
I think we just like.
I think we had a lead at the time, and they could never come back.
Didn't we
I
outrun?
remember. I think we had the lead by the third quarter.
Yeah, we outran them like crazy.
lead.
I felt like in that game we just outran them. Like
we
we
did.
outran the young guys.
I thought
we did.
No, too. Like with the centers.
Yeah, I thought we just
But that's
ran.
what I'm saying. Let me look. I'll look it up right now, guys.
Yeah, I'm not sure, Larry, 100%. Let us know. But I think we ran though. I think.
No, we did run. I remember that game. We were running them all over the damn place. It was we were. Well, here you go. The fastest paced teams this year were by pace: Wizards, Pacers, Spurs, Lakers, Hawks, Mavericks, Bucks, Oklahoma City Thunder. We are a faster paced team than they are.
Okay.
Not to mention we're probably in our defense. We're
Well,
going to
we're
be
injured,
in those
too.
lanes.
Well, hold on. But that's fastest paced team all year. And we were faster after the trade deadline.
Right.
Hey, let's see. Truth. I want to answer this. I know I'm not answering any questions, but he said this is why I said early in this season that y'all should chill on kid bashing. He outcoached Ty Lue, and you got to give him real credit for the defensive turnaround. Go Mavs. The only thing I disagree with you on that part is I don't know if he outcoached Ty Lue. I think just he won. I mean, he had the better team. You feel me? Like,
But what about the defense?
no.
Everybody behind-
That's why I said I agree with everything you said. everything he said, but I ain't gonna give him credit for outcoaching
Well, I gotta-
Ty Lue.
hold
Ty
on.
Lue shouldn't have got 2 games.
Hold on, King. I got a
can give-
question. Wait. If THT
I can
doesn't
give
get
Kid
hurt,
2
do you
games.
still think he would coach the same way?
No, what I'm saying, Larry, is it's not that I'm giving him 2 games. Usually, when you say somebody's outcoached, you're like, well, Jason Kidd outcoached Monty Williams.
Yes.
He didn't outcoach Ty Lue. Ty Lue just his team wasn't as talented. He shouldn't have won 2 games.
No,
That's
when
how
I say
Okay. I hear.
when I say like Jason Kidd won 2 games for us, that's what I mean. I don't think even like I said, I expected Ty Lue to win in 2 games. I expected Ty Lue, if he could figure it out, to possibly make it to 7 games, which why. It's just why I wasn't there. But that's what I'm saying. I can give Kidd 2 games where he outcoached him. I don't think he outcoached him the full series.
Yes, that's
You know
what I'm saying. I don't think it's like it's not a full series. Ty Lue, if they had an even squad, I think Ty Lue would have won the series. That's how.
Yeah. You know what though? Like,
I don't know. I don't know about
Ty
that.
Lue had the Mavericks against if Ty Lue had the Mavericks against the Clippers and Jason had the Clippers, they'd have swept us.
Okay.
yeah. So you know what though? I was gonna say. I think Kidd cost us 2
They
games,
didn't have Kawhi. They didn't have Kawhi.
They would have
Hey.
swept us.
but
Ty Lue.
King,
Yeah,
King,
Go ahead, Big J.
Kenny. No, I was gonna say I think Kidd cost us those 2 games when he was trying to adjust to Kawhi not playing, and instead of those 2 games he cost us, we could have won easily.
Game 5 for
100%
sure.
game
Game
4.
1 we wasn't ready, which is on coaching.
That's also on the coach when you come out dead like that.
Yep, and game 4, I mean, was it game 4, right? Yeah, game 4, being down by 30, taking the lead, being the number 1 clutch team in the NBA, having the lead with 2 minutes and 15 seconds left,
And
losing
pulling
that
your
game
centers.
because
And you didn't put in a rim protector.
Yep,
Yeah,
that
our
lost
play-
us
our
that
play-
game.
And you didn't put a rim protector, and you had James fucking foul baiting Harden.
Yep,
Go in there and just float him up and land him in.
That
And
was a
that's why-
perfect example of the players got us
King.
back in, and he didn't put the right players out there.
Yeah.
go ahead, Ram.
Exactly.
Go ahead, Larry.
The Mavericks had the lead that 3rd game against OKC pretty much the whole game.
That's what I said. I think they just beat the hell out of them and outran them.
Yeah, 'cause I'm looking at it by the 8-minute mark, the Mavericks up 14-5. That's in the first quarter. By the end of the first quarter, the Mavericks are up. Thank you very much. 47-30,
Yep, they outran them.
and it gets by the end of the end of the third, it's 110-89.
And
I gotta-
if we look at OKC's roster, like only 2 of them were there in 2020, so almost none of them have any playoff experience. All they've got is 1 series.
Yeah.
If you add it all up, Kyrie's got more playoff games than their whole roster, and this year playing versus the Pelicans isn't experience that's going to give them, how to handle the deep end. So they're in for a rude awakening.
Hey, I got a quick question for y'all.
Shout out to Freezy too. Shout out to Freezy, Blowing Tears, y'all. Definitely go check them out. Like and subscribe, man. But go ahead, Big J.
So, all right, we saw what THJ went down. That kind of changed the way we played, and we think that actually went to our benefit. With Kleber also being hurt, because we know he likes to rely on Kleber, and we've been saying this. If we take his toys away, does he have to keep us big even when he wants to go small because he can't now?
Big J, is it wrong that I'm worried about Maxi Kleber?
Yeah and no.
No.
Is it
I'm
wrong
worried.
that if Maxi Kleber is the backup 4, like I like Maxi Kleber doing what I think he should be doing? Does that make sense? Like,
No, I like him at the 4.
He's awesome as a backup 4. Like he's been incredible. I don't want to lose that.
But what happened? When they put him in as a 4, he was great. When they put him in as a 4, with a big with Lively next to him, he was great. If you put him in as a small ball 5, he sucks because he can't stop nothing. He cannot guard the rim.
Can't finish possessions.
And he doesn't shoot well.
Guys, I was gonna mention one thing. So we played them on December 2nd, 23. They beat us 126-120. We played them again on February 10th. They lost 111-146. Then we played them again on March 14th, They beat us 126-119, and they beat us again 135-86 on April 14th.
So 1-3.
Yeah, we lost. We lost the last game of the season because nobody played, obviously.
Right. But
we played them 4 times, you said, right?
Right.
First 2 games we lost to them, and then that third one
No,
we beat them, right?
no. First one we lost. Second one we crushed them 111-146.
That's when we had Gafford and
I thought that was the third
PJ.
game.
It says February 10th here.
What?
That's after.
I thought we lost the first one. Then I thought the second one is where Luka came back from almost 30 down or 30 down.
No,
they
Div
lost.
is right. Div is right. Because you got to remember, you played him at the end of the season. You lost the game where it was only Kyrie. You blow him out, then you lost one before that.
Yeah.
Oh, but didn't you? Hold on.
Game one.
The one we came back from 30. That was before the trade, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we played. That was the first game we played.
December 2nd,
Yep.
23.
Okay, so that was the first one we played where they came back from that down.
126-120.
So then we lost. We won the second one and lost the third and fourth.
We won the second one. It was February 10th. We won 146-111. We
beat the hell out of them. So what was
Yeah.
the third game? The third game.
Remember, the thing is, we didn't have Lively for those games. He was injured, remember? And then he came back that game, and we finally had Lively, Luka, and Kyrie, and we crushed them.
That was the second game.
Yes.
I thought we
And
played
we
them right
had
after the
one
trade.
center. Hey, listen, we had one center, I think, that game. And then March 14th.
I thought they were the first game after the trade, though.
I'll go look at
They were.
I thought that's the second game. I think that's the second game.
So that's the second game. So the third one we lost.
Oh,
what
but
was
the
that
first
game?
time that PJ and Gafford could play was that game.
Yeah. So how we
Yes,
lose the
yes.
third game? The third game we didn't have a Kyrie or a Luka or something.
No, I think that's when
The third
Kid
game
was.
you didn't have Luka.
No, Luka didn't.
Luka
So
was
it,
hurt.
it was just
hurt.
Kyrie by himself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so
why
you
we
barely
lost
lost the third game.
So, by the way, Daniel Gafford in that game was 17 minutes. He had 19 points, 9 rebounds. And PJ Washington had 14 points, 5 rebounds. And Luka had 32 points, 8 rebounds, 9 assists. Kyrie had 25, 6, and 8. Like, we crushed them. Maxi Kleber had 12 points, 12 rebounds.
My fault, Sticks.
Right? Like, we crushed them that game, man. We were shooting like 50%, 100%. Some guys.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yes.
God, I'm sitting there trying to answer. I'm like, why are y'all not responding to my comments? Like, I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah,
So-
I didn't have you on stage. My fault, Sticks.
Yeah,
I
so
saw you.
y'all get it. So it was pre-trade. It was the pre-trade game in December that we came back from 30 and then blew it at the end. Then it's the after-trade deadline that we stomped them the second game. Then the third game was the game Luka was out, and we almost beat them. We barely ended up losing that at the end of the game again. And the fourth game was when we had nobody playing at the very end of the season.
Yeah.
They have actually not handled us at all this season because they just haven't been able to.
All that matters is that second game.
Correct. And in that game, we were up by 50, almost. I think it was 49 at one point in the fourth quarter.
They started giving Shea a bunch of calls in the fourth quarter. I remember the third. I can't remember.
Well, they actually it was because what's the names that we put all the backups in because he got so bad, and then the backups didn't manage to keep the lead that high. The G Leaguers couldn't beat their G Leaguers quite as bad as we were.
That Kyrie with that damn fade away out of bounds 3, man. Jeez, bro, like
MVP.
You got a guy beside Luka that can do that. That's just dumb. That's why.
So what are your favorite moments
so
of the
much?
series?
I'm not going to be surprised if we go all the way. I think Kyrie's going to get an MVP, like a Western Conference Finals MVP or something like that.
And he might because Luka, depending on how healthy Luka can get.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know. It's just.
Bro, hey, real talk. So Kyrie is amazing, but kind of like what Sticks was saying, if Luka Luka's not playing like Luka Doncic right now. You feel me? Like if Luka makes those shots, like he can't even make a 3 right now to save his life. Like that's done.
And he's still dropping almost a 30-something point triple-double.
He somehow got the way he's efficient. Like, Luka's not a chucker of the ball. If he gets to his efficiency that he normally gets,
it'd be lights out.
He'd be like putting up 40 points a game in the playoffs.
Guys, he had 28 points tonight, and he shot, listen to this, 1 for 10, which is 10% on the 3, and 9 for 26, which is 34%. That's not Luka, man.
If he
28 points,
it's just too
That is
easy.
terrible. And he's getting 28 points. Like, what? With guys trying to rough him up and shit. Like, it's like hilarious.
I'll tell you this though, Pasquale. If the Mavericks take care of the OKC Thunder quickly,
that'll help.
I don't think Kyrie gets an award.
Okay.
Because I think Luka will have enough time to get healthy to cook.
Yeah.
We'll see. I don't know.
If it takes some time with OKC, that's what I'm saying. They get 3 games before OKC. If say they beat OKC in 4 or 5. Do you think that the Nuggets and the Wolves are going 6 or 7?
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know. Quicker, I really don't know. But this
I
is what
honestly
feel.
What if Denver better win that first game? Man.
Hold on, Pasquale, go ahead, finish first, real quick, dude.
What if Luka's smart enough to put it in Kyrie's hands right now? This guy that's been there and he's hot and he's like, you know what? You're the leader. I don't know. What if Luka's smart enough to do that? We talk about his IQ all the time.
Yeah, I don't.
He's hurt. He's hurt, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If he's hurt, that's what I'm saying. If he's hurt, he'll do it. The best way for the Mavericks to win is for Luka being the number 1. Kyrie being the number 1. Kyrie is able to play the best playing off of someone because he's smaller, attacking somebody one-on-one. That's Kyrie's
but
game.
Also, and I'm also saying, what if Luka's smart enough, if he's not hurt, to just be like, you know what, Kyrie, you are on fire, you are locked in, and you're gonna lead us.
They're gonna start doubling Kyrie there.
Yeah.
Somebody in this playoffs gonna start doubling.
And I feel like Kyrie's gonna get out of it somehow.
And then Luka's gonna take over. That's all I'm saying. Then Luka's going to take over.
Right.
So then it's gonna be Luka.
Okay.
It's either way. It's really set up for Luka to be the number 1. If, like I said, if Luka's hurt, then you defer to Kyrie. But at some point, some team's going to say, "Well, you let Kyrie's being their number 1." Our plan now is to take Kyrie out the game. So Luka has to get, for us to win the championship, Luka gotta get healthy. Like Luka has to get to a Luka, some type of Luka level. That's how I feel. Like I don't think we're gonna win the championship with this Luka right now.
No.
Man,
I feel like against Denver, like we played Denver, Luka has to be Luka.
That's what I would be saying a month ago. But after this series, I don't know, man.
Man, I know Jamal Murray can put up 50 as well.
I don't know, man.
Jamal Murray putting up 50 and Kyrie putting up 50.
Kyrie may be leading Luka into his offense now. Like,
I ain't going that far. Y'all feel like y'all going too far.
I don't know.
That's crazy.
Kyrie's amazing.
I don't know.
And this is different. And Kyrie, and Kyrie still averaged less points than Luka this series.
Yeah,
Luka still like that's no knock to Kyrie. Like, but Luka's still
guys.
strong.
All right.
When you're
you're right.
Listen, when you're 6'2", man, it doesn't matter if you're gonna go off. You could get shut down because of your height. And the advantage Luka has, when he gets doubled, he could throw over that freaking double. That's killer. Okay, so that's why Luka gets assists. That's why he gets these kind of things going, and that's why it's hard to double him because he could dump it right over your head, right? So it's tough, man. That shit's hard to guard. If you have Kyrie, look how hard he has to work. He has to go run around the double to make a pass.
This
right?
is
That's
the
hard.
exact same stuff Kyrie did with LeBron James.
Yeah.
If LeBron would chill back some series and say, Kyrie, I got Kyrie. They can't stop Kyrie. He's playing one-on-one. Go cook Kyrie. Like, that's what Kyrie's job is. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kyrie is the guy at doing that. Like, he is here for that reason. Like, Luka can struggle now. Not saying Luka should struggle all the time, but like the same thing we yell about.
He gave him the ball repeatedly. Fourth quarter, he kept giving it to him.
We always yell about Jason Tatum's, about Joker, about all these players that they can have a bad game, and they got another guy that can say, "Go ahead, help me out and save me. We can win this game with you going off, and I'm just here helping out." We got Kyrie. That's his job now. Like, Kyrie's amazing at doing that. So it's like Luka has to put the trust. Scottie Pippen won some games with Jordan. It is what it is. Like, your number 2 should be reliable.
Pippen won a lot of games.
Yes,
Can I
that's
ask-
what I'm saying. Like Pippen was that dude.
Can I ask the room a question? What are
Go
your
ahead.
What are your predictions of the Denver Minnesota series?
I think they go 6.
For who though?
I think Denver's gonna get past them, but I think they go 6.
Oh hell no! I think
Hold on, let me-
Minnesota's beating him.
That's
badly.
7-game
Before
series.
you do this, let me read this real quick though. We got Saint on here. Oh man, how'd I go to this? I hate this little screen. They switched up our screen.
They play tomorrow.
Saint on here. He's now a Glow Yard member. Appreciate you, Saint. Welcome to the Glow Yard fan. And Rambo also. He left the chat, but the stage, but he's a Glow Yard member. $2 donation. He says, shout out to Rel. Hope all is well. Mavs are 4. Nice. And go ahead, Dave. You said what's the predictions?
Yeah.
Hey, yo, King, real quick.
I actually
6 is asking to be brought back up.
Oh, 6 again. Okay.
So I was going to say that I actually believe that Denver is going to lose that series.
I don't know, man. I can't. Ooh. Denver. I know Minnesota like went above and beyond against Phoenix. Man,
Phoenix.
No,
Yeah.
how are they going to
Hold
stop
up, yeah,
that?
explain your reason.
Roll, man. They're going to eat
Because you
it
do-
alive.
If Minnie wins, though, man. If Minnie wins, bro, the amount of like media and like backing they gonna get after that series, man.
It's
Like
Cat.
Anthony Edwards, the amount of like promotion. He already got like the most Instagram like followers in the playoffs of anybody that's been playing and all that stuff since the playoffs have started. Now his YouTube videos and all like getting the most views now and all that. Like they're going to go if they beat Denver.
Oh, they will.
He's Michael Jordan now.
It's,
He's Michael Jordan now. If they beat Denver, Ant's now Michael Jordan.
Yep.
Deal. Hold up. Let me respond to that.
Mhm.
Okay. If we look at both teams side by side,
Right.
you're hoping that Jaden McDaniels is going to guard who?
Jamal Murray.
MPJ? You putting
No. Actually,
you put Ant.
You won't put
You're
on
putting
MPJ,
Ant on
right?
Jamal
Ant will go
Murray.
on Jamal Murray. Yep.
Yeah.
Bro, this series comes down to Rudy Gobert.
It comes down.
to
No,
Rudy Gobert.
what about
it
Cat?
comes down to Rudy Gobert. Cat doesn't matter.
It don't matter
Because
about
Cat is gonna be
Rudy
on.
Gobert
Yeah,
defense.
Cat is gonna be on.
So let me
Cat's
say
Cat
gonna
gonna
that.
be
have
Draymond Green.
Aaron.
Listen,
Aaron Gordon is gonna cook Cat
this is what
every
I'm
way
trying.
possible.
This is what I'm looking at it as, though, you guys. I know you guys think Rudy Gobert is going to get to play and all that. I'm saying to you, if the coach is smart and he goes more smaller lineup, and he has Cat, right? Offensively, Cat can shoot the 3. That means whoever's guarding him, and if he's the center, if it's going to be Joker, he'll kill Joker. All he has to do is just pass it to Anthony Edwards. Who the hell's going to stop him in the middle?
You're gonna
Cat's
take
gonna
your
be
best.
Draymond Green.
You're gonna
I'm telling
bring
you,
out one of your best players. Coach would be to take out one of your best players in Rudy Gobert.
I'm saying to you, if Rudy
What?
Gobert's getting cooked, why play? I'm telling you, if you're trying to win a series, people make adjustments. Good coaches make adjustments. If this guy's
What's
a
gonna
good
stop
coach,
Cat from getting cooked though?
I'm saying to you, if he
Bro.
starts getting cooked by, and this is the problem, right? Because now you can have him sitting in the middle and trying to protect those drives layups, right? Because Joker is pretty tall. He can do that. But if you put shooters around, which they have shooters, you take Gobert off that court, they got shooters. What the hell's he going to do? They can't do shit. Like, they literally are going to get eaten alive. And I would pick on Joker every freaking play, man.
So I think
How? You just said you putting Joker in the corner, so you can't pick on him.
No, then you're not listening, man.
So I
You're not
think
listening.
hold on. I think that Aaron Gordon. I don't think Aaron Gordon going to just smoke Cat. Like no, like Cat. I could see Cat having a better series than Aaron Gordon, and that wouldn't even be like a surprise.
Yeah,
You
but
feel
what
like Cat's no. I'm saying the Larry did. I'm saying like as far as like I'm telling y'all. The issue always with Rudy Gobert in Utah was the one big thing. He was defensive player of the year in the regular season, and he couldn't play in the playoffs. He was able to play in the playoffs in the first round. They destroyed the Phoenix Suns.
Yep.
If Rudy Gobert stays on the floor, they have a chance. That means he's able to play, and he's helping them win probably or compete to win. If they don't play
So
Rudy off the
you're-
floor, they're going to have a chance.
But what
And
I'm
see-
saying
Your
is
question
Nas
is
Reed-
what-
look, Nas Reed's a center, but he could shoot threes. You put Nas Reed instead of Gobert out there. Then
Well,
you got Anthony
it-
Edwards, Towns. Then you got Jaden McDaniels,
Yeah.
and then you could put Mike Conley. You literally have everyone can shoot. That means
Okay, you're
Joker
acting like
can't
Timberwolves are the
save them.
greatest team ever built in the
Joker
history of
can't-
teams.
No, it's
But
not. It's
I'm-
not.
No,
It's not.
but
It's not.
no.
Hold up.
Fucking
No.
strategy, man.
It's not
They're
that they're the
playing
greatest.
small
It's not that
ball.
they're the greatest team, though. Hold up.
Damn.
And this is another piece too. This is another piece of the puzzle.
They're playing small ball, but they're not small.
But it's not even that they're the greatest team ever. Remember who they were built for.
Right.
Remember who literally
Well-
this Minnesota Timberwolves team was built for.
Dan.
The Denver Nuggets.
Exactly.
Even last
Yeah, well, I mean,
year, when
you've
they
got
played,
well, King, you've got
even last year when they played the
Reggie.
Denver Nuggets, they went 6, and the Denver Nuggets said they were the hardest series they played last year. This team was built to play the Denver Nuggets.
Yep.
Yeah, if you compare Nas Reed basically and MPJ, right? You got Michael because those are the 3-point shooters. You got Jamal versus Ant.
That's not no.
No,
guys
you
aren't
do
saying
because
that.
Nas Reed hits the threes just like
I know.
MPJ.
but
That's
he
their
plays
roles.
center. He's a center.
I'm not asking that. I'm talking about performance. You're basically comparing those two. Those two will kind of cancel each other out. Ant and Jamal Murray will get point scoring, and then you've got Cat versus Aaron Gordon effectively, and you got Joker versus Gobert.
All right,
I
so
would
That's
switch that up.
that's your scoring
No, hold on,
comparisons.
let's do it like this. Let's
Not
do it like
getting
this. Let's do it like this because Nas Reed off the bench.
Mhm.
Let's do starting lineups, right?
Yep.
So
Yeah,
you got Ant and Jamal Murray, right?
I would mess them up.
Right.
I wouldn't.
Hold up,
That's a
before you-
wash right now,
Hold up,
right?
I've been waiting to say something. Can I say something really quick?
Go ahead, Larry.
People are giving Ant his credit right now. We're forgetting Ant will drop a dud, really.
Yeah, I'm not Larry. So I was getting that.
Not
what
you,
I'm saying.
King. Not you.
He's a wash. That's what I'm saying. So Jamal Murray is the guy that shows up in the playoffs. Ant is the guy that's being crowned, but he hasn't shown anything in the playoffs yet, really. Like, so I'm gonna give Jamal Murray that credit. I'm gonna say they are washed right now until whatever
Right.
happens. They're
I don't think that's a wash though. That goes to Jamal
All
Murray.
right, then let it go to
Jamal Murray.
What I'm saying is that
Yeah.
I believe Ant could be better than Jamal Murray. I believe he can.
Absolutely.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, so Ant could show
Points
off in the series
wise,
better than Jamal Murray. He could. If Ant
Right.
plays
He
like he played in the
eliminates
first
each other.
round, he'll be better than Jamal Murray in this round.
Yep.
That's how I feel. So that's why I said a wash. But you can say Jamal Murray. Either way, they close enough, right? So then you got what's his name? Joker and Rudy Gobert, right? Joker
Right.
is going to destroy him. Offense, that's Joker. But Rudy's going to change their game
Yes.
defensively, though, right? Do we agree on that one?
Well, if Joker pulls Rudy out to the 3, though, that's where Rudy gets killed.
That's if Joker don't shoot a whole bunch of threes.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like Joker's like this high volume 3-point shooter. Like, he only shoots a couple a game, if that. He would
You
have
don't
to,
have
And
to
they're
take
only at 23 and a half seconds.
he would have to do that. So that's that. So that can go to Joker. That is Joker. I got you. So Cat and what's his name?
I say put Michael Porter Jr. on Cat, not putting y'all talking about putting.
I'm just putting the positions. I'm not even saying who on each other. So Cat and what's that? Aaron Gordon, right? I think Cat is better than Aaron Gordon. I'm sorry, y'all. Like, say all that
Agreed.
stuff. I still think Cat is better than Aaron Gordon. It is what it is.
Defensively, also,
You say what?
I think
Not
Cat
defensively,
is better than Aaron Gordon. No, offensive with you. I think Cat is better than Aaron Gordon offensive. Hands down. I give that to Cat.
Yes,
But I
but
think
he's not better defensively. No, Larry.
I think that Aaron Gordon is better than Cat at equal level.
Okay.
You can make
that's
that
fine.
argument.
So then you have Jaden McDaniels and you got MPJ. Is that a
MPJ.
definite MPJ?
MPJ.
Okay. So then you got Mike Conley and KCP.
I think that
KCP.
was the wash.
So
I think that was a
do y'all see what we saying? And then hold on, the Nuggets have no bench. Nas Reed come off the bench.
Exactly. I don't think people realize how good
The
Minnesota
Wolves
is,
have a
man.
chance if they play it right. I'm worried about their coach not being able to coach.
Right. That's the only key.
But the
thing.
Wolves have a
Okay,
chance,
but
bro.
here-
We have a chance.
I'm worried
They have a
about
chance.
Cat.
I think it's going 7, honestly.
gonna
I think
pick
it's
I
going the whole way.
I personally hope we play Denver next. I don't want to see anything. I don't want us to do anything to do with Minnesota.
I mean, it sounds like you're like fawning over Minnesota like they're the greatest thing since sliced bread, honestly.
I think they are a big team, that is playing really good as a team right now, and they made Phoenix look like trash.
I mean, but here goes the problem. This is what's wrong with this current playoff. You're like OKC. Oh my God, look what they did in New Orleans. It was Zion less in New Orleans. So that's a fraud series. It actually, for a young team as cocky as they are, it's actually more detrimental to them because it makes them have a bigger ego than they should, because that wasn't a true series and a test to them, right? Well, Minnesota gets Cat back, and they go against Phoenix. And I'm sorry, but Phoenix is trash this year. They're a bunch of selfish players. They have no cohesive team. They win. And Minnesota goes up, and they're a better team, and they beat them. Okay, whoop-de freaking do. That doesn't mean Ant's going to – do you think Ant's going to do to Denver, to Phoenix? No, that's not going to happen.
Yes, I do. I think Ant is going to do the same exact thing. I think
Joker's not going to let him do some of the same that they got away with.
I'm not worried about Joker. I'm not worried about Joker at all.
No,
man.
I know he's a great defensive. Aaron Gordon and Joker are not going to allow that to happen. The same.
And I don't think Aaron Gordon's going to be defending the. He's not going to be on Ant most of the time.
That's what I put on him. I put Aaron Gordon on Ant.
You have KCP.
Aaron Gordon's not going to be the player Ant. I'm telling you.
You have KCP on Ant.
So Ant had a dud, right? Ant had a dud in that series against Phoenix. I think Ant will still have like a game like that, like a dud. But I'm telling you, like overall, what he did for Phoenix, I think he will do basically that again. He might have one dud against the Nuggets or whatever, yeah, but he's gonna be averaging like damn near 30.
I'm not saying show consistency across the season to say that though.
Okay, did you guys watch the Lakers series?
You're only 22, man.
Honestly, did you guys watch the Lakers series with Denver?
Yeah.
You watched that whole series? What happened when they attacked Joker? They were scoring like crazy. Then by the third and fourth quarter, they would get tired and they'd stop doing it. I'm telling you, if Minnesota is smart, they're going to do pick and roll and go in there and take that foul shot. If he comes out to challenge your foul shot, drive right by him and do a layup. They're going to have to double, and if you got Naz Reid for him to pass to, it's over. I mean, he's going to have to.
I mean, you're acting like you're not talking about the defending champions.
Hold on, let me say something.
Hold on, Larry. Before you finish this, hold up, Larry.
I saw them play against the Lakers.
Dave, hold on.
I don't care what you did last year. What are you doing this year?
Hold on.
The Lakers, they shot like shit.
Yeah, hold on, Div. I'm gonna let Larry have his next statement, but let me read these super chats real quick. Andre with the 20 check dollar donation. He said Luka's knee is dead. OKC in 5. Damn, Andre, you just said Clippers in 5 before that. Andre also gave another $20 check dollar donation. Said Joker is cooking Gobert every time. All right.
Don't have to
go ahead, Larry. Was it Larry?
Yeah, real quick. So, I'm keeping real with you. If you go rewatch those games, what was happening was they was running a pick and roll with LeBron James and Anthony Davis. And at first, they was using KCP in the pick and roll to get LeBron James on KCP to where he could beat KCP down low. And if he couldn't beat KCP down low, Anthony Davis was sitting near the corner where he was like 20 feet out to where, Joker can't really do nothing to him after. What the Nuggets did to stop that was they just switched players. They put Aaron Gordon right there and told LeBron to do it. That's what changed it. It wasn't them getting tired. It's just that Mike Malone is not a great coach. The same way I won't put Ty Lue in the great coaches. Mike Malone is a good coach.
Great coach, yeah, he's great.
And he will be able to adjust.
But what I'm saying,
when you look,
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but what I'm trying to tell you guys is, Ant, if he shoots the way he does his jump shot on the top of that freaking free throw line, right at the free throw area distance, Joker's dead. There's no way they can do anything.
They gotta.
If he hits his threes, you're done. As a team,
they gotta get Rudy Gobert out of the game. I'm telling
you. Exactly.
The only reason I'm picking Denver, I'm picking Denver because of the coaching and the experience of having it. I would pick them, but I'm telling y'all, man, like Minnesota got a nice team.
Yeah,
they got Naz Reid coming off their fucking bench. Like that dude comes off their bench.
Yep.
Denver has nobody coming off the bench.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm telling you, like
trash. The literal trash when the Joker comes off.
If you got,
if Ant is a superstar, if Ant averages 30 points a game this round, he can get around 30 points a game, they have a chance. And I'm telling, it's a big if, because maybe they play Rudy off the floor and all that. I'm just saying, I've seen now, Rudy. I'm not the biggest Rudy Gobert fan.
I'm not either.
But Rudy did, like, the only reason the Utah Jazz had a great defense at that time was because of Rudy Gobert. There was no other defender. They didn't protect Rudy Gobert right on the Utah Jazz. They were trying to build around Donovan Mitchell instead of building around Rudy Gobert. He was the defensive piece.
Yep.
Bro, they always talked about if he gets played off the floor in the playoffs. When I just watched him not get played off the floor in the playoffs. That's all I'm saying.
Yep.
Against the Phoenix Suns, who beat the Minnesota Timberwolves 3-1 in the regular season, and most of them were decisively.
Yep.
When he played on that floor, they shut them dudes down. They couldn't do nothing.
Yep.
King,
If
I
Rudy's
agree
on
with
that
what you
floor,
say right there. I don't see.
If Rudy's on the floor, Jamal Murray's not getting anything at the rim.
Nothing. Literally, he's not going to be able
Okay,
to
real quick. I don't.
We're gonna
I
have to
agree
beat
with
him
what
at
you're saying.
3. And
I don't see Jamal Murray. I don't see Rudy Gobert getting played off the court. I think Ant and Mike Conley is good enough to keep Rudy Gobert on the court. But everybody keeps saying Jamal Murray at the rim, Jamal Murray at the rim. That's not where Jamal Murray lives. Rudy Gobert is going to see Jamal Murray in the mid-range.
And Jamal Murray is struggling with that. Jamal Murray still
Yep.
like getting
No,
to the
he's
rim.
not. All his
Jamal
game
Murray-
winners are
No, he's also
mid-range.
hurt.
Bro, he just
Oh my God, game
Larry,
winner.
hold on, dude. Hold on. Larry, he made game winners. That ain't the whole game, though, Larry.
No kidding.
Jamal Murray has been struggling. He's made game
Big
winners,
time.
but he's been struggling.
King, their whole team has been struggling shooting. Their whole freaking team has been shooting like trash and beating the Lakers.
Like Jamal Murray will get to the rim as well. If you just make him a jump shooter, then that's playing into their hands. We want you to make you a jump shooter. We got a bunch of athletic guys that play on the wing. I'm not saying I'm picking the Timberwolves to win. I'm not. All I'm telling y'all is that I don't even know why we're having a conversation. It sounds like most of y'all said it's going to go 6 or 7. So that means y'all think they got a chance.
Yeah, it is.
That means y'all think the Minnesota
No, I
Timberwolves
think
have
it's
a
going to be a
chance.
damn good series. Yeah,
No,
I think
I'm
it's going to be a
saying
damn good series.
no. Gibbs
But
one
I'm
is
not-
making it sound like it's a 4-game series. I
Jim's
think
making it
Gibbs
out
is
like
telling
it's
No,
going
no,
to be a sweep
no.
by Minnesota.
No,
not-
I think Div
not-
is saying that
oh my
Minnesota's just going to win. He's just going on the limb and saying he think they're going to win. He's saying it's going to be a long series too.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to
Div
be a
sounds like he's
I'm
ready to
saying-
make Minnesota the greatest team in the NBA right now. That's what it sounds like.
Guys, what I'm saying to you guys is this.
Like, oh my God, Rudy Gobert. Oh my God, Cat, and then oh my God, Ant, and that's what this sounds like. Oh my God, have you seen us off the bench? Oh my God.
What I'm saying, guys, what I'm trying to tell you guys is this. Everybody thinks Denver's so good. I watched them play in the first round. I was not impressed at all. They played a freaking 8th place team who choked like crazy, couldn't hit their open shots. It wasn't good defense. They were missing open shots. Same with LeBron, right? If these guys, Cat, Ant, all those guys they've got, if you go down their list, Reed, you leave them open, they're going to make them. It's going to be a different story. And now all of a sudden, you have to have Joker score. You have to have Murray score throughout the game. None of this fourth quarter bullshit because you're close enough and then these guys always choke against you. This is a different series, man.
They got guys.
telling you.
They have guys now in the right spots. That's all they're saying. Like, so now Cat not a number one no more. Like Cat falls back behind Ant. The pressure not on him.
Exactly.
Rudy Gobert get to be in his spot now with Ant get his ascension. I think all he's saying is like the Timberwolves got a team, y'all. Like they're going to compete with these guys. The Nuggets have if the Nuggets play the way they played against the Lakers, they're going to lose.
They're going to lose.
If the Nuggets play the way they play
I
against
don't
the
think
Lakers,
they're going to lose. That's
if they down by 20 every game, they're going to lose.
Oh yeah, no, that's true.
If they're down by 20 every game, Larry, against the Minnesota Timberwolves, the Timberwolves not going to let them come back. The Lakers don't have defense this year. They got one defender on their team. That's Anthony Davis.
If they're going to be slow getting into the game like the Mavericks have done, but Mavericks have proven they can come back. You know.
Yeah, but the Mavericks also have done that against like you feel me, like the Clippers. The Clippers are middle of the pack defense and all that stuff. And I'm not knocking the Mavericks for doing it. The Minnesota Timberwolves are the best defense in the league.
Team in the league. People
that's
don't
the only
realize
the Minnesota Timberwolves are the best defense in the league.
You know how you could pick on Harden? Who are you going to pick on their team?
On who team? Mike Conley's easy to pick on. Mike Conley's easy.
Yeah, Conley. Yeah, easily.
That's it.
Cat is easy to pick on.
And guess what?
I mean, I don't know if he like.
You can say that. No, Cat has always been a weak link.
Hey, Larry, he has,
Okay.
but not with Rudy Gobert behind him. Though he don't look as bad no more.
Yeah, you can't attack the paint on Cat because Rudy's back there. But no, and technically, if Minnesota decide that they want to play switching defense like they do at times, Rudy Gobert would get picked on too.
I'm just saying all I'm saying, I've seen Joker and I've seen Joker and what's his name? I keep forgetting his damn name.
Murray?
Aaron Gordon.
Jamal Murray.
I've seen Aaron Gordon's game as far as the two big men. Their game doesn't scare the Clippers. I mean, not the Clippers, the Wolves, the way they play.
No.
That between the two of them, they not like, oh my goodness, like if we got to switch on Aaron Gordon, oh my gosh. Like they're not like that. They're like, okay, we got to switch on Aaron Gordon. All right. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like Aaron Gordon is cool, but I'm still picking Cat 10 out of 10 times over Aaron Gordon.
Yes,
like
but
that's better than Aaron Gordon.
I agree.
Let me ask you a question,
As
King.
my kid
Do you
said,
think Cat is quick-footed? Do you think
Say
Cat
what,
is quick-footed? Do you think
No,
Cat got
I don't
quick
think
feet?
Cat's quick. No.
So what's going to stop Aaron Gordon from attacking the rim every play?
Aaron Gordon's not that type of player. I don't think Aaron Gordon's going to be taking him off the dribble all the time. Like that's not.
No, I'm not talking about taking him off the dribble. I'm talking about
literally just stand under the basket and just
literally just cut to the basket.
What you're saying is the standing in the basket stuff that he catch with. I got you. What I'm saying though is that usually happens because dudes double Joker. If Rudy doesn't have to double Joker, Cat can just watch Aaron Gordon.
Right?
Yeah.
Why don't Rudy have to double Joker?
King, I got a question for you. King.
My kid says about Aaron Gordon. Could someone just block Aaron Gordon out? All they ever do is dump him for dunks.
They double on Joker, and then and Aaron Gordon cuts and he catches like over the head passes and all that stuff and then dunks. Like that's Aaron Gordon's game. If you do not double the Joker, okay. When the Mavericks didn't double the Joker, what Aaron Gordon do?
No, I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying yes.
That's what I'm saying. You feel me? Like when the Mavericks didn't double Joker, Aaron Gordon did nothing.
King, do you basically go straight up play man if you're Denver, and do you just, or if you're Minnesota, do you basically say we're gonna let Joker get his points, nobody else?
Yes, Rudy Gobert is about to win his 4th Defensive Player of the Year, right? I'm not sending any double teams at all. If Rudy loses this series by Joker averaging 40 or whatever on him, then he gets exposed. If he is the 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, you don't have to shut him down, but you should make him work if you on that floor.
Yep.
But I don't think Joker's gonna when I think Joker versus Rudy Gobert, he's not looking to kill Rudy Gobert off a point. I think Joker's gonna average 17 assists a series. That's what I'm saying.
And that's fine. But what I'm saying is I understand all that. I got you. All I'm saying is, bro, they have defenders, all like wing defenders around these guys as well. So it's not like Jamal Murray is going to struggle. I feel like he's not going to shoot the ball well.
Dude, he's injured. He's playing on one
Aaron
leg,
Gordon has to get free. Like somebody else has to help the Joker in this series, or it might get ugly.
Yeah,
that's Michael Porter Jr. I think Michael Porter Jr.
And all I'm saying is Michael Porter Jr. Michael Porter Jr. looked good in the first round, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say Michael Porter Jr. I think was averaging damage.
He averaged 22, I think. He averaged 22.
No, I mean 40%.
Yeah, but he averaged 22 in the series, though. In general, that's what I'm saying. Like he's been awesome. Michael Porter Jr. better against your boy Jaden McDaniels. Better go off, because if he doesn't, they have no bench. Their starting lineup has to get them their points.
Yep,
I agree.
If they
have the starting lineup to be able to do it.
They have guys. And all I'm saying, and you're right. That's what I'm saying. I'm not knocking the Nuggets. I'm just telling you that the Timberwolves were built for this team.
Yep.
They literally wanted to play this team.
Yep.
Since last year, they've been wanting to play this team. The team they took 6.
Yep.
The question is, how bad are we going to beat OKC?
Oh, wow.
Well, no, my question
would be a 5.
My question to you guys: who do you rather?
I think that's going to be 6 again.
Or it might be 6.
Hey, do you rather play Denver or Minnesota? Who do you prefer?
It don't matter.
I don't care either way.
It don't matter. Whoever we going, I don't think we're gonna be favored to beat either one of them. Damn, what, Pascal? Hold up, Pascal. Didn't you say that Denver was gonna win, and now you saying you rather play Denver?
No, I said Minnesota was gonna win.
Oh, you said Minnesota gonna win too? Oh my goodness, y'all get scared of Minnesota. Y'all think Minnesota legit?
Oh,
no.
Hey, how does Luka do against big ass centers?
I agreed with you with Cat Will.
And now he's hurt too, where he can't even shoot threes. He's fucked. Like that's why I don't want to face them with an injured Luka.
Did you just fucked when he still dropped damn near a 30 triple-double?
I did, Joe.
Dude, Div, you are like the most emotional, all over the place. You shit about Luka this whole series while the dude is dropping 30 and almost a triple-double. And then you're like, oh, we gotta just let Kyrie run everything. No, we don't need to let Kyrie run.
No, that wasn't Div. You mixing them up. That was Pat
No,
Scully.
I know that. That's why I backed up. But Div was saying this shit the other day too. No, because the problem is.
What I'm saying,
because that day Div was going on about Luka.
He said about
this
Luka.
This is his first time.
So this is what? No, he hasn't. Div always.
No, not on yours. It was on TGK. It was on.
He always trolls.
No, Div was on. Div was on playback one time.
He was serious.
Shitting Luka. There was a game during the playoffs.
My thing with Div though, Div is saying he's just giving points right now. Like he's not trying to be disrespectful. He said if Luka plays like this, we don't beat either one of them.
Exactly.
That's how I feel. Like I feel the same way. Like I understand he got the 29 or 30 points a game or whatever. If Luka's shooting 30-something%, we not beating either one of them.
Maybe
I don't feel that way.
Maybe even OKC, man.
That like I don't
once
want
again.
Luka to
Once
still
again, how many points did we score? What are we scoring right now?
I don't.
With Luka shooting 30%.
I don't even care. I got you. And remember, hold up. You remember what you just said, Sticks? Do you remember what you just said a second ago when you say the teams played who they played in front of them and all that stuff? The Mavericks just played the Clippers.
Yeah, but
the Mavericks just played the Clippers without Kawhi Leonard and James Harden and Paul George, and Luka was able to shoot 39%. That ain't gonna be the same against Denver and all them.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you think we're not going to shut down teams offensively the same way we've been doing for the last 20 games plus the postseason?
That's not the part I'm disagreeing with you. I'm just telling you that.
Okay, but if we do you think that anybody can limit our offense under 105, 110 an average a game?
Yes.
Yep.
With Luka shooting 30-something%, I think the Mavericks only in the playoffs scoring about 110 or so. It ain't like y'all making it like we score.
That's my point. I said 105 to 110. Do you think anybody is going to score that much on us?
If Luka's shooting 38%, right, against the Clippers were the 15th best defense. The Timberwolves are the number one defense. They beat the hell out of us every game but one.
Right.
Like they beat the hell out of us every game but one. I'm not even saying I believe that'll happen. I'm not losing faith in the Mavericks.
I'm not. That's not my argument.
Luka with 38%. Luka with 38%.
That's not my argument.
Luka with 38%. Let me tell you this. Luka with 38% would have lost to a healthy Clippers with Kawhi Leonard.
Right.
We'd have lost the series. If Kawhi Leonard was healthy, their regular team in the regular season in the middle, 38% Luka, we'd have lost that series.
So once again, do you think, considering our defense has pretty much contained every team to around 100 points, no more than 105, a fluke game here and there, do you think for a 7-game series that we are going to be in with the way our offense runs, that there's any team left in this postseason that can keep us averaging under 105 a game? They can't. No. Nobody has been proven to keep that. No. Nobody's proven to be able to get us 4 games in a row, 4 games out of 7 over 105. So it doesn't matter. It's what our offense is able to put out versus what our defense has been able to maintain. Our defense is better.
We just lost 2 games against the Clippers, though.
Yeah.
Said 4 out of 7.
They outscored. The Clippers aren't good. They're trash. They don't have Kawhi Leonard.
I mean, but they weren't. They were still.
Hold up. How are the Suns trash, but the Clippers aren't? Without Kawhi
That's not
Leonard.
what I'm saying. In the 2 games that they scored, those guys shot 60% three. Like,
bro. That means our defense was trash.
Free game.
60%.
Minnesota's not shooting 55% a game. Denver's not shooting 55% a game from 3. Like,
and you
those are free games against us.
Twice.
I mean, those are free games.
Oh my goodness!
That's 4 out of 7.
Then that's what I'm saying. It's stuff,
guys. I'm telling you, all I'm saying is Luka cannot be shooting 30% from the field, and you think you're going to beat these good teams. You're not going to beat them.
Okay. Hold on. Let me help Six out real quick. Luka can shoot 30-something% from the field as long as he's averaging 14 assists. He can. Because 9 times out of 10, those assists are either coming on easy buckets or coming on open threes. So he can. It depends.
No,
let me finish. Hold up, King. No, King. This is where I said PJ Washington coming into play. This is why during the game when Maxie was now, I like, well, maybe we might want to try Jaden Hardy or THJ Because as long as you have a 3-point shooter right there that Luka can pass to openly, Luka shooting bad is a problem, but they're always going to put their best defender on Luka,
And
no matter what.
And Larry, I get your point. Like, I'm not even saying OKC is there yet where he needs to shoot 45 to 50%. I'm not saying that yet. I'm telling you, all I'm saying is once we get to the Western Conference Finals, if we get there, Luka cannot shoot 30-something% from the field to beat this team, y'all. Like, I don't know what we're thinking now to be like they're good. That's going to be a good defensive team on that side of the court as well. Like, they're going to be the top of the line, one of the 4 left teams in the teams left in the NBA. I can't believe that's a cockiness I can't understand. If I'd have told y'all before, who's telling me to hold on? I'm talking.
That's not me.
Hold on,
Pasquale.
All right, Pasquale, hold on, man. Like, hold on a second. But if the Mavericks, y'all saying like the Mavericks can't do it, or what? If I'd have told y'all before the series that Luka would have shot 30%, y'all would have said the Mavericks would win.
Yes,
maybe. Yeah.
No, I would. No, I would.
The way everybody was going off on this damn show and all about one game you talking about. If I'd have told you Luka was shooting 38%, y'all have said he was going to win the series.
Because the last 20 games of the season.
No, King. Who was going off?
Luka didn't shoot 30%
I kept telling people they're doing too much
of the season, though.
I kept telling everybody people are doing too much.
But our defense.
Yeah, I got our defense was fine, but 38%.
Okay, our defense. So this next level of defense allows Luka and our team to not hit well from 3 or have a bad night, but they can still win.
That a bad night is fine, Pascal. That's what I'm saying. Y'all not here. I don't think y'all hearing it. A bad night is not what I'm saying. I'm saying Luka, if he shoots 38% for the series, they're not going to win. So right now, if I told you, so the Wolves had the number 1 defense right now, right? If I told y'all Ant's going to shoot 38% in this series, the next series, and they're going to have the number 1 defense still, y'all going to pick them to win?
Hell no.
No.
Hell no.
They're going to still have the number 1 defense. They're going to play great defense and all that. Y'all going to
what were the rest of our players shooting when Luka was shooting 45%?
Usually not that good.
Not very
good.
Hold
on, Paul.
Oh, hold on.
King,
Hold on, Larry. Give me a second on this. So you when Luka was shooting 45% and doing everything, THJ was bricking 1 out of 10, right? And Maxey wasn't hitting the damn thing. And Josh, they were. We weren't getting these shots. They were shooting 0 for 6, 0 for 7, 1 for 7.
That's not true. We talking about after the trade deadline. After the trade
we weren't
deadline,
shooting good. Our 3-point shooters have been terrible.
I know when Luka was doing his thing, shooting the ball well.
Okay, but that's my point is the defense has improved. Our other shooters were shooting like crap. The difference is now is that Luka is shooting lower, but he's taking more. But because he's shooting worse, he's assisting at higher rates too. So he's making up for his lack of production. When the other guys were shooting bad in these games, they aren't making up production anywhere else. That's the difference with Luka shooting 38%.
That's not true because Luka was doing assisting like hell when the trade happened too.
Yeah, he was getting
that's not true. That's what I'm saying. Luka was going off on the assists. Luka was going off on the assists after the trade deadline.
You're going to tell me that this team right now is playing with Luka that bad, as good as we were playing before?
Didn't Luka lead the league in assists after the trade deadline?
Yep.
Probably so after the trade deadline.
That's what we're talking about. So Luka was still doing everything Luka was doing right now, except for
14 points, 14 assists. But you're talking playoff basketball, which is much harder and doesn't happen the same way as regular season.
Luka shot 50% in the playoffs just every other time.
That's a different team. I'm not talking about that team. I'm not talking about those teams.
Guys, what I'm trying to say to you is this, okay?
Defense.
Let me just say this. What I'm trying to say to you is when Luka plays a team that's bigger, longer, he has a harder time. The only way we beat those teams is if Luka is hitting 38-40% on threes. Because now all of a sudden they have to cheat higher and then he can go by him. If they don't have respect for his shot, if he's shooting 1 for 10 and shit, that's going to be a nightmare for us. I don't know how you guys don't see that. Like, seriously,
I'm not even going.
I just want to respond to Div.
I'm just trying to respond to Div. Larry, I'm not even going that far before y'all get me included with that. I'm not even talking about the 3-point shot with Luka. I'm talking about his field goal percentage in general. He cannot shoot 38%.
But his field goal percentage isn't that bad. It's his 3-pointers that are making it low.
Bro, his field goal percentage is part of it as well. Like today, he shot what? What did he shoot today?
I'll tell you right now. He shot 34%.
His 2 points are fine. It's the threes.
Sticks. Then he's taking too many threes, which are leading to other baskets.
I would agree with you 100%. I'm not disagreeing with that. But as you just said, if you said that Luka would have shot 38% for the series, would we beat the Clippers? You would have said no way in fucking hell where that's going to happen. And we just did it, which proves this team is not what we expect out of a Mavericks team.
What I'm saying to you're not understanding. I just gave the same compliment to the Minnesota Timberwolves, and Dave did as well. You told me that the Suns are bullshit. That's literally what you said when we say that the Suns.
I think they are. They're a selfish team. They're not a
good team.
Huh? I didn't say they were a good team.
And we beat the Clippers, a bad team, with Luka shooting 38%. That's what
I'm saying. You said if you offered the bet up, no one would have said that we would have beat even the Clippers with Luka doing this. And look what we did.
Didn't we beat a bad team with Luka shooting 38%?
But everybody plays different.
Oh my!
No, because no. You know why it's different? No. You know why I'll say that's different? Because playing the Clippers for us is like when Mavericks played the Golden State Warriors. They had our number. They've been able to do stuff to Luka. So this is not just a random. Yes, they have. They've been able to beat us all season. They've been beating us.
Luka has the best games of his career against the Clippers before this series.
Yeah. Oh my God! Not the end of the game. He did not. He got beat. What was the last game against the Clippers in the regular season?
We're talking playoffs, or are we talking
regular season? My statement is different.
One game.
We're talking in the playoffs. Dominated the Clippers, but he just never had someone else to go with him. That's it.
Not in the last game of the season. He did not play well against them.
Let me read this. Hold on, let me read this super chat real quick, yo.
Yep.
Before we go, kicks and fit. Shoot. I don't even know this thing is difficult. Kicks and Fit, he's a Glow Yard member with a 1999 donation. He said, I'm rolling with Div. Wolves taking that series. Everyone overrating Denver just because they won the chip. I'm willing to put $25 per person who going with Denver. King can keep receipts. Kicks and Fit says he's willing to bet anybody 25 for that. Saying he's picking the Wolves. He's willing. If y'all think so good about the Nuggets, he said bet him is 25.
Step up. Yeah.
I take it. I take it. What, y'all thought pussy? No, I'll take it.
There you go. But I'm not betting.
I'll take it.
All I'm saying, I'm just saying, like, I understand the defense. Y'all talking to me. I'm the one when everybody was crying about the team saying we need to shoot threes and all. I was the one saying, no, we don't. We got a team to play defense and all. Yeah. But
that's why I keep saying my point is different, and that's why I'm not attacking you. I'm going after what Div is saying.
Go off and be spectacular. Like, so that means Kyrie get no off game then if Luka's shooting 38%. Like, that's going to, you think the Joker going to shoot 38%? Hell no. Like, I need Luka to try to cancel out the Joker.
Right.
My statement is different. I get what y'all saying. My thing that I'm trying to point out is, okay, let's say y'all want to do field goal percentage, we'll go field goal percentage. 38% for field goal percentage. If Luka is honestly giving me good to decent defense, and he's averaging 14 to 15 assists, and our 3-point shooters are hitting, I think that is easy. I'm not saying because Div said, "Oh, they're not gonna respect his shot." No team ever in this league is gonna say, "Screw it, we're gonna leave Luka open."
Hell no.
There's not a team in this world that's gonna be like, "Oh, we'll leave Luka open." We don't respect his shot.
When I say respect, what I'm saying to you is, if we know he's not hitting his step back three, he doesn't get the space to get around a guy. They get closer to him to prevent the step back.
Okay, so let's go off the reference point.
Then he goes around them and he'll dish and he starts controlling and
let's go off the reference point, Div. Let's go off the reference point. December 20th, before we traded and before we had the team we currently have, Luka played the LA Clippers, and Luka shot 9 of 25, 2 for 11 on 3-pointers, 9 rebounds, 10 assists, 5 turnovers. He was a -4, 28 points, and we lost 120 to 111. This is not the same team. Luka has had a problem with the Clippers since halfway through the season.
Hey, hold on. Div, before you Sticks, you gonna read off the rest of the Clippers games? You said you had one.
No, that's my point. Is at some point this season, the Clippers finally got in Luka's head. He has not had a good game against the Clippers since December, with the last game we played them. That's my point. Is now he's He's still it's a mental thing with him now. They were in his head. He was not able to play well with him. Now that we have a defense that surrounds him, we're getting away with that. Now that he's got that middle block out and he's gotten past him, just like Jordan. We talk about his, the three, right? He gets Pistons, Bird and his, Magic and his. All these guys that had an issue with a team, he got finally past it. This is not a normal series for Luka. Now he's past it, and you're going to see a different Luka, I think. Mentally, he's going to shift.
That's fine. We're not saying you're not going to see it. You said, though, if he's the same Luka, we still would win against anybody. I'm like, hell no.
I'm saying I don't think we will have that Luka. I never said I would expect him to be this way again. That's never come out of my mouth.
That's what our whole conversation was.
No, I know that's what your conversation was, and I was saying that you don't know what's going to happen. It's a completely different setup because we've never seen this team. It doesn't matter because we went on the I love Minnesota Timberwolves bandwagon for about 30 minutes.
Nobody cares about the Timberwolves bandwagon. We just saying right now about the 38% with Luka. We said about if he plays
you're assuming
like
that's going to happen again, and I said it probably won't.
Oh my gosh.
Not you.
We're not assuming. We're saying that if it did happen, that's not a good recipe.
It's not a good recipe, but things happen and guys perform differently. We have guys around Luka that can make up for Luka when he's struggling now. That was my point the whole time.
The way the cockiness changed, though, man, it's just like
cockiness. I've been confident on the Mavericks the whole time.
If Luka shoots 38%, we're talking about we win. Man, it's ridiculous. If I'd have said anybody else, if I'd have said KD going to shoot 38%, like hell no. If I say Braun going to shoot 38%, hell no. If I say Steph Curry going to shoot 38%, hell no. But for some reason, Luka Doncic can shoot 38% out of playoffs, and we're going to be okay.
No, I'm not saying we're going to be okay. I'm saying there's a good chance. Yes.
Yeah, if he plays defense. We've been in number one defense.
Can I be honest with you guys? I got to tell you, I'm not. You guys are going to think I'm a Luka hater.
What's the lowest scoring series in these playoffs so far?
After Luka hurt his leg. After Luka
against the Clippers.
King.
No, but in the entirety of the playoffs of all the teams.
Pascal. By the way, Luka shot 12 for 27, 1 for 8 from 3, and only scored 30 points when we lost 88-107 the prior game against the Clippers. It's a mental block for him. This is not a normal Luka series.
And we're not saying it is a normal. I'm not saying it. All I'm saying is if this mental block is every game, is every series, there's going to be a problem. That's all I'm saying. It's going to be a problem. I'm not saying it is going to be. I believe in Luka. I'm telling y'all, if that mental block stays there for the rest of the series, there's a problem.
Trouble.
Right. If he shoots that, but I think the defense they're playing right now will overcome it.
Okay, but I want to say
something. You can win games overcoming it, Pasquale, not series.
I'm going to say one thing, you guys. Luka's defense was really good in this series until he hurt his leg badly, his knee. Once that happened, I personally don't think he's playing great defense. Okay? Because to me, he's getting burnt every time. Right?
Are you referring to the Harden going by him?
No, be honest.
That's adjacent to him. No, that's the Harden going by him is what they're planning on him doing.
Yeah, I'm not going that far because Luka has been. Every game we've won, Luka's been good on defense. Superb.
He's been the best ISO defender in the playoffs.
Like, so as far as I don't think so. He's giving energy on defense. I understand that. All I'm saying is he struggled offensively, y'all. The further you get in the rounds, it's more about perfection and not giving away possessions and all that. Y'all know how the playoffs work. You cannot be out there shooting hella bricks and giving up the ball and turnovers and all that. We're not going to be. The Denver Nuggets will blow us out if that shit started happening. Like that. That's not a good rest. I understand winning games. Y'all said win a series with Luka. Like, what the hell kind of Mavericks have we become when we talk about we need Luka to be Superman? And now y'all talking about Luka don't even damn they got to play and do nothing offensively, and we still can win.
No, that's not what I was saying. I'm just saying if Luka has a bad game, I think the defense and the mentality of this team is capable to overcome it.
Yes, and I do agree with that.
Bad
game.
That's all I'm saying.
Game, I understand that.
Series.
Game, I understand that part, but to say it for a series, that's like in the Western Conference Finals, is like
big difference.
Whoa,
they'll have to prove it. They'll have to prove it because
we gotta prove it. That's how I feel like.
They're gonna. You know what? It's a long playoffs, and they're going to have to prove that at some point.
Brother King, I just want to point out that when you're saying everybody is all bumping around and stuff, I've been the one in the chat telling everybody to chill most of the damn time through with these playbacks when everybody's freaking out because I have confidence in this team, and I think that this team, the way they gelled together with Kyrie as a hell of a veteran leadership, with the way Luka is stepping up defensively, I think no matter what happens in every game, just like Luka's shooting like crap in Game 5, he was shooting like crap, but when it really mattered down the stretch, Luka nailed 2 big threes. And then he started driving and he started making changes to the game plan. And because he's on the court, Kai is able to perform at levels that he can't perform without Luke out there. So no matter what Luka does, he affects the game in such a way that with this defense, I trust that even if Luka shoots 38%, this is a team that I thought I would never see as a Mavs fan. And I am like, at this point, I'm saying literally, I think that even if Luka shoots 38%, I trust that this team will find a way to win 4 games out of 7 every single team they play.
Okay, so
that's what I'm saying.
Can I just you guys?
That's what I'm saying.
Hold on. Can I say this? Can I say this? If we play Minnesota and they decide Gobert's going to go to the bench, hold on. Gobert's going to go to the bench, and we're going to put what's his name, King, the guy that shoots threes. Naz Reid. Okay.
That plays in our hands now, though, dude.
Hold on. Does it though?
Yeah, it does. Now without team that we got now, we haven't even played them without squad.
Yeah,
if they go small,
defensively though,
we're gonna destroy them.
No, but hold on. Defensively though, can Gafford and Lively stay back there trying to guard, protect Luka?
That's fine. Bro, like I'm
what
saying,
are you talking about protecting Luka? Why are you talking like Luka's not doing his job?
Naz Reid, if he gonna shoot 15 threes a game and make 10 of them, then he gonna beat the hell out of us. That's how I feel. Like I don't think Naz Reid is going to shoot that many threes. And he's gonna make threes. Yeah. He ain't gonna be a guy that's gonna shoot like 10 of them and make 10 of them.
You're right.
And DJJ and PJ are not gonna let him shoot like that and have those kind of shots.
They cannot go small. Like Minnesota, their advantage before was to be big. That was their whole advantage on us. They go small, we're gonna like.
I think the best way to play Minnesota is to make them think. If you give them the same dose over and over, they can figure that shit out. But I think you got to make them think on the fly. And
you stop Minnesota too with Cat. We did it with Cat this year. We frustrated Cat. Now we lost, but because the team wasn't good enough. But Cat is easy to frustrate. If you get our long arm defenders on him and he wants to sit out there in 3, and you don't let him get his rhythm, he gets visibly frustrated. And then it affects his entire game, and then he gets selfish because he wants to prove he can beat those guys. And you saw him have meltdowns against the Mavericks earlier in the year because
I just hope Denver beats them so bad.
Let me tell y'all, this is why screw Minnesota though, real quick. I don't understand why. Screw Minnesota. Stop talking about Minnesota. Let's stop talking Minnesota.
I want to respond to something real quick.
Go ahead, Larry.
I want to respond to something. I'm sorry. What Div said originally. Denver's never going to not Denver. Minnesota's never going to bench Rudy Gobert for the simple fact he is the true anchor of that defense.
Yeah.
You see that team lose games when Rudy's not on that court. People knock Rudy because Rudy he's an offensive zero damn near. But defensively, Rudy is probably the best center in the league. So there's never going to be a point in time where the coach of Denver is going to look at Rudy and be like, oh, yeah, you got to go to the bench. No, you can't do that.
Minnesota, you mean?
Can't do it. Yeah, the coach of Minnesota. He's never going to look at him and be like, Rudy, you got to stay on the bench. No, because then you kill your defense.
Screw Minnesota, though, back on that point. Like, let's Denver. Let's say Denver make it. That was what we all thought. Denver and Mavericks in Western Conference Finals.
Right.
Lucas shooting 30%, beating Denver. Y'all like that. We at that point now where y'all really believe that Lucas shooting 30% going to beat Denver?
Nah, I don't know.
Nah, I didn't say that. I'm saying Minnesota because
Screw Minnesota. No, the best teams is going to make it further. So we saying that it's going to be the Mavericks and Denver if that was to happen, right? Y'all saying the Mavericks going to beat Denver if Lucas shoot 38%?
No,
Denver scares me.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if Luka hits 38%, I believe the mentality of defense, the identity of this team now is defense.
Yes.
And they can withstand a game like that.
Yeah.
But if he goes for that for a series, it's going to be a tough series. Yeah.
The problem you run into.
That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying it's going to be. Bro, that's gonna be tough as hell if Luka's shooting 30%.
It's gonna be really tough.
Okay, so the last game we played against Denver, that we beat them by 2 points, 107 to 105. We shot 25% as a team from the 3-pointer, 42% from field goal percentage, and Luka only shot 44%, and he shot worse from three.
You just said Luka shot 44%.
But that's my point. Is the rest of the team? Oh my God, the rest of the team was shooting like shit. Right now, the rest of the team, with the way Kai's playing, the way the team is playing, they're picking up their shooting percentages. So if Luka is able to play worse right now, and they're making up for him lacking it a little bit, that's kind of my point. So they shot 44 and 42% against us.
I'm not saying
we have Kyrie.
Sticks.
I'm not saying that.
Sticks. They not though. You saying the team is shooting better? The team's not shooting better.
Yeah, I don't know where they're getting at.
The team's not. That's what I'm saying. Y'all keep saying like it's. Bro, we're not shooting the ball well in the playoffs as a team. Not to say we can't win. I'm not. That's what I'm like. When y'all change the subject, I'm saying.
So 42% field goal and 25% 3-point, 66% from free throws, and we beat Denver the last game, 107 to 105.
With Luka
so you're telling me we're shooting worse than that right now?
With Luka shooting 45%, yes, that's damn near what we shot today.
Yeah, what did we shoot today? We shot 48, 33, and 66.
Bro, we not shooting the ball well.
That's still better than we beat Denver the last time.
Got you. And if Luka shot, and Luka had to shoot above 45%. If he shot 38%, we lose.
Yeah, but Kyrie wasn't shooting. But look what Kyrie's shooting right now.
That's what I'm saying to you, Stick. So you keep saying, so if Luka shoots 38% from the field, Kyrie got to be perfect.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, look at the shit.
Kyrie has to be beyond perfect every game. Then, so you say now Kyrie
we won by 15 tonight.
I don't think you need Kyrie to be perfect, but I agree with you, King. I agree with you, King. But I don't think it is as far as you're saying it. I don't think you can beat them as Luka's shooting 38%. I don't. But also, I don't think Kyrie has to be perfect. You just.
By the way, in that game, Kyrie shot 39%. So they rotated positions in the game that we beat Denver.
He rotated that game. So what happens if Luka shoots 38% and Kyrie?
And then Kai shoots 44.
Let me finish. If Luka shoots 38% and then Kyrie shoots 39% again, what happens?
I mean, but that's a one-time game. That's not the 7 games in the series.
Oh my! You brought up one game.
My God! I'm showing a pattern. You guys aren't listening to the pattern. I'm showing you patterns over the whole last half of the season. What we have done.
You showed the one game that the Clippers did beforehand when you said
2 games. Two games against the Clippers.
He told two later on.
What other game?
Two games. The last 2 games against the Clippers. Luka shot like shit.
Okay, so you said the one game. You said last.
No, I went back and I read the second one. He shot worse.
Okay,
that's what I read the second one. And then against Denver with this current team, Luka had a decent game, and then Kyrie had what Luka's shooting now. They're learning to. That's my point. Is they're learning to pick up for each other. That's the difference in this team.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is, I'm gonna give you more context on the game. Since we're giving context, what did Joker do that game?
What did Joker do that game? Hold on.
What did Joker
show you? Hold on. I'll give you the stats. Joker, we limited Joker 6 for 16. We played good defensively against him.
Yeah.
What are you laughing about, Div? We've been shutting everybody. No.
The guy that's arguably the best player in the league.
You're killing me.
Cut him down.
We have literally we've shut everybody down to 105.
So listen to what I'm saying.
We're the best.
So the Joker going to score 16 points every game.
No,
but you know what? You're not going to get their other players to that. But are we going to are we going to keep the Denver Nuggets to 105 average or under like we've done everybody for the last 25 games of the year?
Yeah. I believe. So my thing is, I don't want it to be an argument. Like I think me and Sticks believe the same thing. I think the Mavericks are going to win.
Right.
I'm simply asking the question.
The defense,
you said
the defense can cover Luka's downfalls.
Not against the Nuggets.
You say that, King. But Denver, you say Joker's not going to shoot that every game. But here it goes back to my point. Do you think Denver's going to constantly score more than 105 against our current defense the way we play?
I don't know yet.
Okay, because nobody has really done that for the last 25 games of the season.
No.
So if they can't, okay, so here's my point. If they
Clippers
can't,
just did it twice in a series, and they're worse
and
than
they
the
had
Nuggets.
ungodly amounts of shooting percentage.
And they're worse than the Nuggets.
They had an ungodly shooting
Worse
percentage.
than the Nuggets.
I don't know. I think
Okay, let me help sticks out. Let me help sticks out because it's coming
Joker gets
first.
40.
Let me
healthy
help
Clippers
sticks
can
out.
take the Nuggets.
Y'all keep
Let me-
no. The
Let me have
goalposts for
six.
me. We didn't play the healthy Clippers. We played the
Right,
Clippers we
right,
played.
right.
The Nuggets
You're
are
right.
way better than the Clippers.
But the
Let me have
Clippers
six
were
real
able to. The Clippers were able to mug us and beat the living shit out of us.
And so will the Nuggets.
Can I have six? Can I have six, please?
Go ahead, Larry.
I don't.
Because there is some leeway I can give sticks to help this argument. One, you keep saying it twice, but I think you're forgetting that the only reason why you lost that first game is because you had an 8-point quarter. If that doesn't happen, I don't know if you lose the first game. Two, y'all just gave every reason on how Jamal Murray's hurt, how MPJ is hurt, and everybody else is hurt on the Nuggets team. If what y'all saying is true, if y'all just gave that argument for Minnesota, that argument does apply for Dallas if they play.
Listen, my argument's not about injuries. I don't give a hell about injuries. I'm talking about the team against the team. I'm not even talking about Luka being injured. I'm just saying
We're talking about Luka shooting a bad game.
all these guys are on
he's
the
saying,
floor
not a game.
he's saying for the series.
A series.
Yeah, but if you're going to say
series,
a series.
yeah, I understand what you're talking about. But if you're going to say Luka shooting 38% for the series, okay, cool. Y'all just told me that Minnesota, who's the best defensive team in the league, is going to be able to get a leg up because of all these injuries. Dallas, who became one of the better defensive teams, is what Sticks is arguing.
Yep.
We have said that to you as far as the guys with the injuries. I'm not even talking about injuries. I'm saying where injuries shouldn't be brought up. I'm talking about the team on an even playing field in a vacuum. The Nuggets and the Mavericks putting their best teams against each other on the floor. If their best teams are against each other, everybody's healthy, and Luka shoots 38% for the series, y'all really think the Mavericks gonna win that? Y'all gonna be like the Mavericks gonna win that series?
Yes.
I didn't say yes. I said no.
So do you do you think we're better defensively or the Lakers are better defensively?
We're better defensively.
Okay, so the Nuggets only scored 108, 112, 101, 114, and that's it on the Lakers. Gotcha. So Joker can shoot 40 points. It doesn't matter to me because when Joker shoots 40, the rest of the team isn't going to shoot as good.
What did the Lakers score? What did the Lakers score?
The Lakers scored on them 103, 103, 99, 105, 119, and 106.
If Luka's shooting 38%, what's to say? Y'all I just don't understand the cockiness.
We have a better offensive team all around.
So if Luka shoots 38%, though, you have to guarantee that the other guys are going to make shots. Hold on. I just don't. Everybody yells about the other guys missing shots and all that all the time.
Right.
Now we're saying Luka can shoot 38%, and we know for sure the other guys are going to make open shots.
I just have faith in this defense. This defense is unreal.
You need to stick to pass
I understand the defense part, but the Nuggets might turn it on defensively and say if they make Luka struggle, you're going to have a problem scoring 105, 110 points. You might just get there. The Nuggets
but it could go the other way. But who's proven at the end of the season in these playoffs?
What you mean? Who's proven? They're the champions. And they still in the playoffs.
I said in the end of this season and into these playoffs, who is proven to be the better defensive team is Mavericks.
I mean, the Nuggets just 1-5. I don't know. So this is my thing. I told you that it sounds like we're getting overly confident out of.
I'm not overly confident.
We are getting pretty confident.
We should have beaten the Clippers in 5.
Right.
We gave away games doing dumb stuff, and now everybody's saying like 30%. You can be the champions.
But you said we gave away games, and you agree the same thing. We don't shoot an 8-point quarter, we win the first game. And if Jason Kidd doesn't do stupid crap and not put a big 5 behind Kleba, we would have still won the game the other night. We did it. We really legitimately coaching a bad start. And bad coaching decisions screwed us out of a win.
So when we play the Denver Nuggets, is it going to be Ty Lue coaching?
Well, no, but I think at this point, I think you saw. But here's the thing: I think you saw exactly what happened. I don't like Kidd. I think everybody knows I don't care for Kidd personally, right? But here's the thing: Kid does seem to be better when he knows the pattern is consistent. In Denver isn't going to change their pattern, right? So you can game plan for that, and you know they're going to stick with that game plan. So that's where Kid actually seems to be better off, and they're not going to have, he proved after the screw up with Harden on game 4, that game 5 you saw he did not leave Kleber in there without a big behind him, and he did it again tonight. So Kid realized that mistake, and he hasn't done it the next 2 games. So the only mistakes Kid, I think, really made was that game 4 with the floater problem, right? And then just a horrible start because our guys weren't ready for game 1. Outside of that, we dominated the living hell out of the Clippers.
Bro,
and we should have dominated them, even with Luka shooting 38%. And that's my point.
I'm going to keep it real with you.
Would you rather have the Nuggets shooting threes on us, or would you rather have them shooting twos? Because we've been locking down the paint. Right.
I'd rather them shoot twos. I want to keep the same flow of no paint. We stop Joker then as far as scoring.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Let's stop the twos. Right.
My thing is, if we'd have played
the first but we've been doing that for a long time now.
First 4 games we went 2-2, right? We lost what? We lost game 4. We won game 3, game 2, and lost game 1, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Bro, if we'd been playing the Nuggets, we'd have been down at least 3-1.
Yeah, easy.
If not 4-0.
Why do you say that? The Nuggets played like crap the first half of every second game against the Lakers.
Game 2, we damn near lost it. We almost gave it away. We won by 3, remember?
But we're in the flow of a playoff series now. And so are they. I
understand y'all saying the flow of the playoffs, but they're the Nuggets. They are the
champs.
Before this playoff happened, everybody gave the Nuggets so much credit, and now it's like, well, fuck the Nuggets. They didn't win the championship, but
exactly.
To be fair, I think we'll dominate the shit out of the Nuggets. No, I don't think they're that great.
I thought so too, but I'm just saying, it's crazy hearing this.
I don't think there's that much disparity between 1 through 6 in the West this year. That's the problem. Is that every team has their good days and bad days. There's no dominant team anymore. So that's the problem. Is you never know from night to night who's going to decide to play and pick up the game. You don't know.
That's true. So let me say this: since we don't think Luke is going to have a bad series, let me maybe address it this way and present it this way. You think the Nuggets fans are thinking Jamal Murray going to get it turned on, right? And Joker going to dominate and all of this. They thinking that same thing, like they're going to do it. They used to doing this. This is what happens. If Joker and Jamal Murray dominate in that series, it won't click for me. Y'all think that we can beat them dominating that series with Luka shoot 38%. And I feel like y'all saying that no, because they're not going to go off. Y'all know for sure they're not going to go off. But how do y'all know for sure that the Nuggets with the champions and the 2 players that always supposedly go off aren't going to at least make buckets?
Right.
That's all I'm trying to figure. How do y'all know that for sure? But then y'all say, well, Luka can definitely
because patterns are patterns.
How do you know that Luka's not going to make buckets?
No, I'm not saying he isn't going to make buckets.
I know you're giving this scenario.
Hypothetical.
What I'm saying,
off the hype, I believe he's going to make buckets. My answer, so I think Luka's going to destroy the Nuggets. But I'm saying Dave made the point of the 38%, and y'all said, well, that's just it is what it is. I'm like, what?
Analytics are analytics for a reason. The numbers and patterns match up. Jamal Murray has not been great this year. He's been good in clutch. He's phenomenal in clutch. Mm-hmm. So he did the same thing against us. The only reason that game was 105-107 against us that last game was because Jamal Murray showed up and dropped 14 in the 4th quarter on us. That's the only reason they got back in that game. So analytics are analytics. When you look at patterns of teams and their scoring rates and these things, they don't change over a 7-game period that much. They change from a game to here and there, like what the Clippers did to us 2 games where they just went nuts. But that's why 7-game series, you pretty much win because the analytics prove the team is the team. What?
Ours just changed. Luka, if you go by patterns, Luka shouldn't be shooting 38%.
Right. But here's the consistency. What the other team is scoring against us, what we're putting out every game.
The defense.
I hear you, but hold on. I hear everything y'all saying, but every time I make a rebuttal, y'all just ignore it.
I'm saying consistent. And my thing is what I'm saying is
pattern. So I'm just giving you an example of a
pattern. The pattern is weird. I know
pattern. So
but saying the pattern is the scoring.
It usually doesn't do this. So the usual pattern would have thought that Luka would be playoff Luka.
Yeah.
That's the normal pattern that
But
you
that's
would
not been the pattern the last 20 games because Luka's been so injured this year.
Yes, it has. Luka's been incredible.
Not at the end of the season, he was not shooting as great.
Are you
That's
saying the
all.
last
He wasn't
last
shooting
15
38%,
games, last
though.
15, 16 games, you think Luka's been shooting bad
Who
percentage?
got player of the month the last month?
6?
No,
He has
not
he has
that.
good games and bad games. He's not been consistent.
6.
Who got player of the month the last month?
Oh my
I mean,
God.
Luka did.
I mean,
Luka's
God
had
damn,
great
I
numbers.
mean, the league thought he was the best player for the month.
I don't think anybody's arguing that. The argument is that
they're
the
saying he was
defense
playing
that's
bad the last
behind this
70 games.
team.
No, it's
I
not.
know he's saying that.
That's probably, it's not that it's
Everybody's having different. Everybody's having
No,
different arguments.
the argument he was originally making was the defense. The
Yes, and
defense.
the defense steps up. I'm on the defensive side. If defense will help you win games, I got you.
Right.
What I'm
It
saying is you
has-
still need superstar play though against better teams. And if your best player, James Harden, could be on a good defensive team.
But you're talking about superstar offense. I'm talking about this team that's been playing superstar defense. It's a new identity.
I just said that. I'm saying if you give, if any other team, I'm just trying to think. If LeBron was on the Lakers before, when he had a good defense with the Lakers, if I told you Braun was 30% in this series against the Clippers, what you probably gonna think?
They're gonna lose.
I would ask what.
They're gonna lose.
No, hold on, pause. I would honestly ask what did AD do? I would actually ask what did AD do?
I'm not. No, there's no AD. I'm telling you beforehand.
Okay.
Like, so that means AD has to go off and be. So what you hold up? So Larry, go ahead, finish it. What that mean? What that mean? AD got to do?
I do believe AD can average 35, 38 a game.
That means AD has to be basically what?
Well,
AD would have to be great.
But we're talking about the Mavericks. But you're comparing them.
Can I give you?
You're comparing them to the Lakers. It's the Mavericks, and you have Kyrie. You don't have AD. You have Kyrie.
Can I give you all some circumstances since y'all want to talk about how great Luka was at the end of the season? March 11th, he shot 39.1%. March 13th, he shot 38.9%. March 17th, he dropped 44. The next game, he shot 22%. Then he had a 47, then we back down to 41. Then he had a 55, then back to 42. And then he had a 32 at the end of the season and a 39 his last game. My point is he's gone through stretches because of the injuries where he has shot poorly. He has just, his numbers are so damn good. That's why he wins Player of the Month. Because he's had stupid good games in between.
That's crazy.
So he just had 6.
He the one Player of the Month every month then.
But because he's had really good games in between, and his other sets are so good. But my point is he had a bad stretch during March, like he's having now, and he rebounds. So the likelihood that he's going to do that for 10 games, 11, 12 games, highly unlikely.
Yes, nobody's okay. Never mind. You're right. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm done because I don't think y'all hit the point. I don't think no.
You're arguing a hypothetical that's not realistic to what's probably going to happen.
Guys, can I say? Wait. Can I say one thing? You guys,
it just happened.
Somebody says when
somebody
says, hold on.
It's hypothetical though. It just happened. It just happened, Dave. Hold on. It's a hypothetical, but it literally just happened. It literally just happened. I don't believe it's going to happen again. But if it happened again, the question was just if it happened again. That's all the question is. Ain't no, well, he may
and
not.
I think we can win. That's my statement, and that's what I believe. I believe we can win. That's all I've said the whole time.
Guys, King will make a statement. King will make a statement like this. He'll say, throughout the series, he shoots 38%. Well, you guys go and say, yeah, but our defense. Well, if you sit there saying, well, Joker and Murray are going to shoot 25%, yeah, we might win that game. Nobody's arguing this. I don't know why you guys bring that up.
What I'm saying is y'all don't same respect. It just feel like y'all not giving the same respect to the opposition. Like so why do we think that? Why do we think
it goes the other way?
Why do we think the Nuggets are? If the Nuggets struggle, then the Mavericks want to beat the hell out of them. That's I was telling you that. Like I would think. Like, so
nobody's going to argue that.
Or maybe we'll make them struggle because our defense plays good.
So if Sticks, I'm agreeing with you. If Joker shoots 38% and the defense is making him shoot 38%, I'm going to say the Nuggets are probably going to lose that series. Yes.
Right.
I'm saying that based on statistics, there doesn't matter what he shoots because the rest of the team doesn't make up for it.
It don't matter what he shoots because we won one playoff series. Wow, man. And 6.
No. That's not what I'm saying, King. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that when Joker shoots better, other guys don't seem to shoot as well. That's my point is their average scoring right now shows that if Joker scores 40, then the other guys don't score as well. If Joker scores 20, the other guys make up for it.
Yeah,
that's kind of what's made them such a good team. And I think Mavericks have turned into that team.
I'm not talking about, and I got you, and I hear that part, and I agree. But all I'm saying is I'm not talking about points, though. So I'm not talking about the Joker scoring 40 points. He don't have to score 40 points.
Right.
I'm talking about the Joker shooting 38%. That means that he's missing a bunch of buckets then. That means that he's being inefficient and he's missing hell of buckets. He doesn't have to score 40 points. That's what I'm saying. I think y'all not realizing what I'm saying here. Like, I'm not talking about Luka. Like, Luka can score 20 points and we can win. I understand.
It's a different position.
What I'm saying is, if he's shooting 38%, I mean, he's bricking the hell out of a bunch of shots, which is probably causing fast breaks and pushes for the Denver Nuggets to go score easy buckets. You don't want that to happen.
Right. Different position.
That's all I'm saying. That's giving easy position to the other one.
At least that's what I'm thinking too. I'm thinking if Luka doesn't fix his shooting in the next series and the series after that, I think it's going to be tough for us to win.
Use the stick to those middies.
If he gets to his normal averages,
I'm saying he has to be efficient, more efficient. That's all I'm saying.
That's what I mean. That's
so
even
shoot 2 threes a game and just shoot the hell out of 2s. Then if that's what it is to get efficient, just stop shooting up bad shots. Is all I'm saying, because that's a possession you're giving away.
What's his averages during the season, regular season?
40. He shoots 49 and 38.
Right. I'm saying if he gets to those numbers, we're beating Denver. We're beating most teams. Right.
If he gets to those numbers the way the rest of the team's playing, we're wiping everybody off the fucking
field.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
I agree on that one. If Luka is playing like Luka Doncic, there's no fear at all.
Yeah, we're beating
nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's why I'm confident at 38, because I don't think he's going to do it. But if he does, we've just proven we are able to do it now. We've never felt like that as Mavs fans. We've never been able to say that as a Mavs fan.
No, I
got you. But if Luka has shot horrible in one playoff series, if he's shooting 38%, I mean, he's having a bad playoff in general. As far as just, and I'm telling you, nah, that ain't where we at with Luka. Like, hell no, man. Like, to just say this dude don't gotta shoot 38%. I just can't.
Look, Boston can have.
Though.
Listen, guys, Boston is more total team, right? So you can have guys go off where they're shooting 38 and they can keep winning. We're not at that stage in our team. I don't believe so. Maybe you guys have more confidence in that.
I have more faith.
Maybe.
Yeah, I do.
So Jamal Murray and them are going to. Jamal Murray and them, I hope they struggle, right? Jamal Murray and the Joker. But I'm not going to just sit here and say they're going to struggle.
Yeah.
I can't just. I mean, why don't they get the benefit of the doubt? They may cook us,
and they've won a chip.
So if Luka goes 30% and they're cooking us, then
Jamal Murray has shot 40%, and except for the last game, he shot under 40. He's averaged about 38.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like shit.
You're saying Jamal Murray is doing. That's what I'm saying. Like, so it works for Jamal Murray because like. Why can't Jamal Murray turn around and shoot 55% now against the Mavericks?
Exactly.
I'm saying why can't he turn around, but Luka can turn around? That's all I'm saying. Like,
well, Jamal, they won with Jamal Murray shooting 30. They won. Right. Yeah, it's like y'all are saying, like, basically, like, y'all are like, you're running a hypothetical, King. That's why I can argue this. You're running a hypothetical that what if Luka does this, but then you're assuming that nobody on that team is going to do the same.
Right.
So if I told you the opposite way, say this, we talk Nuggets, and I say Jamal Murray going to shoot 38% for the field, y'all ain't going to say, well, that's going. The Mavericks going to have a chance then.
But based on the way they beat what they just did, why wouldn't you believe that? He just shot it. He shot 40%, and he only got that close because of a 46 on his last game.
If I say to you the Mavericks having a 30%, you have because the defense doing what you're saying, right? So we should obviously be beating the hell out of them, right?
No,
based on what you saying, our defense is so great, like we saying.
I'm saying the games are going to be close. I'm not saying we're going to dominate them.
So I don't understand why y'all make these arguments if y'all feel the game's going to be close. That means y'all don't know nobody going to dump. That means y'all don't really have that much confidence. Y'all saying it can go either way.
No. I'm saying I have confidence.
38%.
Yeah, and if Luka shoots 38%, have confidence that this team with Kyrie and all our other players that we can lock down on our defense, stop them from scoring, and we can make it a close game, if not win it. And I would lead on winning it with this defense that we have right now.
Like I said, we'll find out. We'll see. Hopefully, we don't find out.
Yeah, you're right. I hope we don't. I hope we smack the living hell out of him.
I'm just saying.
I hope he draws
I'm just saying we have
every game at
confidence.
OKC.
I don't want to find out. But
What this team has showed us.
They
Like,
have-
come on, PJ's been locked down.
No, they showed us this. I'm saying y'all keep saying what they've shown us. No, they won a series showing us that. Like they won one series against a beat up Clippers. And I'm not like discrediting our win, but like I'm not gonna at the same time put them up like they're the number one seed. They are hurt Clippers team without Kawhi Leonard. Like it is what it is, and we beat them with Luka struggling.
Honestly, every team that won in the West faced a team without their superstar. I don't know if people realize
Let me
that.
ask Sticks one question. I want to see something. Sticks, I got a question for you.
What's up?
If next series,
The Lakers have both their superstars.
if the next series, okay, against OKC,
Wow. Okay.
Luka,
That's the question.
Minnesota have.
Hold on,
Phoenix had both
hold
their
on.
others.
Hold on. Let Dick.
Sticks. If the next series against OKC, Luka shoots 38%, and we lose that series, and Shea averages like 28 to 30. What are you going to say about Luka's game? Are you going to bring up the injury excuse?
He's been injured. I'm not going to deny that.
Oh, so you are going to use that as an excuse. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha.
Okay. Oh, you know why I'm going to use that? No. You know why I'm going to use that, Div? Because Giannis is sitting on his ass going to Cancun now. Zion went to Cancun already. All these other guys went to Cancun and bitched out. We watched a guy get beat up, and you will sit here right here on the playback and on TGK and all day, all these last months, talking about how we don't get foul calls and Luka gets slapped and he's got scratches on his arms and his knee and his ankle and all this. And then you're going to say, oh, well, it's not okay that he lost even though he was injured. But if his ass was sitting on the bench like the other guys, you'd be calling him a soft-ass weak pussy. That's the problem. It's a no-win for Luka. Either he has to play through all of it, and then he gets criticized because by being a man and sticking it out and playing through it, then you say, well, it's unacceptable they didn't play good. And it's like, well, why don't you try to go out there and play like he's doing what that man's doing? Like that's not okay. You can't have it both ways on him.
But go ahead, Dave. Get your rebuttal one.
Okay. So what I'm trying to tell you, everything you just said that I would say, completely wrong.
I've heard you criticize Luka quite a bit lately.
Of course I'm going to criticize a guy that shoots 1 for 10. Are you kidding me?
So have I. But there's a difference. You can't. No, you said would I blame it on the injury? Yes, I'm going to blame it on the injury.
But I think he's saying you shouldn't do that, those Sticks, based off of what you just said a second ago. You said
how do those two translate?
Because let me finish. You said the defense is good enough to protect Luka for it. So why would you then blame the injury if we lose?
I wouldn't.
No, pass.
I'm not blaming the injury, but I'm saying it's a valid excuse for why Luka played that bad.
But it shouldn't be if you just said our defense is good enough.
No. That's oh my God. That's like saying, well, I would like to have 3/4 of my superstar, and if we don't win, well, it's because our defense wasn't good enough. Well, it's 3/4 of our superstar.
We right now have 3/4 of our superstar, and that's what. And that's the hypothetical Div was asking.
Is our team good enough? Is our team good enough? Is our team good enough? Okay. Is our team good enough to win? I think we are. If we lose, is it going to be because Luka wasn't able to be Luka? Yeah, of course it's going to be because of that. That's a stupid not to blame it on that.
But you didn't.
But it's because he's injured is why he's not normal Luka.
All right, Sticks. But yeah, we hear that. But how can both make sense? How can you say we're good enough? How can you say we're good enough to win with Luka being that way?
Okay. I have never once said that I think the Mavericks are going to win the entire thing with Luka playing 38%. I said your question was, do you think you said your hypothetical was, do you think we can still win the next series if Luka shoots 38%?
No, he's talking about Div.
No, I didn't.
You asked that question earlier.
No, he's
talking about Div, and if you're going off Div
in Denver and all in the Western Conference Finals, and he's shooting 38% still, would you be going in that saying, okay, well, we're going to win this for sure?
And I would say that I still think we are.
Then how can you say it's Luka's injury if we lose?
Because
the team is good enough to win.
Oh my God! Okay, so you're saying because I'm confident in my team as a whole to do good enough that I also can't understand that if we lose, it's probably because our superstar was dropping 10 less points a game than he normally would. I mean,
Yeah, but you just
that's like saying, well, I go to work every day and I normally can put up, I can normally install 100 of these things a day, but I'm injured, so I can only do 80. But now my boss is firing me because I couldn't do my other 20 every day.
No, let's give you the right analogy.
Of course we didn't get our job done.
Let's give you the right analogy for it. It's like going to work in HVAC or whatever, and you normally do 10 ACs a day, but you messed your shoulder up, and your boss say, how many can you do today? And you're like, I can do one of them today. And your boss saying, well, you can say you can do one. I think we can still do this 10 as a team and all that. And then when we don't do the 10, your boss says, well, you only did one. And like, well, but I told you that before, and you said we can still get it done when I said we can only do one.
No, it's not a great analogy because you're blaming the boss in that scenario for thinking his player was good enough his guy who clearly said he couldn't do this much did it. Your job as the boss, since I am one and I have 17 employees, my job is to look at my employees. And when I have an injured employee, it's my job to find a way to make sure that injured employee maximizes whatever I can get out of him so that I protect him for long-term purposes, but still get my job done and take care of my customers. It is on Jason Kidd and the rest of the team to pick up slack if Luka is down, just like Luka has done for 4 years.
Hold on.
Just like Luka has. Hold on, Div. Let me finish the analogy.
No, Div.
Just like
Let him
Luka
finish.
has, like Luka has done for the rest of this season, which is why he's so injured. He picked up the slack when other guys were failing and injured and missing. Now it's our job, and it's my job as a boss, as an owner of a company, to pick up the slack for my guys. But if at the end of the day, I have to call my customer and say, I'm sorry, ma'am, we couldn't get you your job today because one of my guys was injured. I apologize. Can we move you to next week? The customer goes, I get it. I hope your guy's okay. I'm sorry. I understand that situation. I'll let you move it to next week. I understand there's a delay. Y'all are saying the customer goes, F you. I don't care what your problems are. Get out of here. But you know what? Those are your customers that are assholes and you don't want, and I deal with those people. But you can't blame.
I don't think y'all doing.
They would say F you if you did it the way we saying. So
no, you wouldn't because
I don't think y'all doing Div's acknowledge. I don't think y'all doing Div's acknowledge.
And you worked on the day of and said, hey man, we're not gonna be able to do this after knowing the whole thing. Yeah, I'd be mad at you too. All I'm saying as far as Div, he's saying that if the guy, you saying we're good enough to win with Luka being the way he is right now,
right?
I'm saying I have 38%.
Yeah, you got faith that we can win.
Yes.
Basically, if I already asked the question, if I asked you, if I told you Luka going to shoot this, you said I still have faith that we can win this. Yes. So what we're saying is, then why would you blame Luka if you lose? You just be like, well, we lost, and like you already, it shouldn't be a problem because you already think you can beat with the 75% Luka.
No,
King,
right?
King, Div analogy was that. Hey, if we lose and Luka's still shooting 38%, would you blame him on his injury? Right, Div?
No, he said, would you blame him?
Well, I said, would you blame?
No, he said, would you blame him on his injury? I just rewatched it. I just rewatched it.
Listen, I said, would you blame it on him? And if Shade drops 30 plus and we lose, right?
He said, what would you say?
What would you say? Would you say Luka is the reason we lost?
You said, would you blame it on his injury? That's what you asked me.
Would you say yes? Would you give Luka?
You asked, would you blame it on his injury?
And I'm saying yes. We lost at the end of the day because of his injury.
But it would
but
just
that
be
doesn't
lost,
make sense.
Yeah. Those are two different. Yeah, y'all are doing different.
Let me explain.
King, y'all doing different. Okay.
Let me just explain.
I shut up for a while. Okay.
Just give me a stickler.
Yeah.
Sticks. What I'm trying to tell you is this: when you're sitting there saying we don't need him to shoot better than 38%,
never came out of my mouth. Never came out of my mouth.
Okay, maybe I'm hearing some different conversation.
I never said.
No, he didn't say that. He said he think he has faith we can win. He doesn't say he doesn't have to shoot because he believes he's going to shoot better.
Okay, no, but I'm saying if he shot 38%, you still think we could win, right?
I'm saying I have faith that this team can find a way to win. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, and if we didn't win, right, and he shot 38%, would he be the reason we lost because he was shooting 38%?
Yes, at the end of the day, it would be because his injury limited his ability to be what he normally is for this team. Yes.
So then you would blame him for not winning.
I would blame his injury. He was limited. It kept our team from being at our full potential. Yes.
Okay,
And if you
so-
don't see how that's possible, then
So
I don't
do you-
understand why we might as well just assume we throw everybody out there with half a leg and just assume, well, why can't you do as good as when you have 2 legs? I don't know what's wrong with
I
you.
don't think Div doesn't. I don't think it's that.
That's
Div
what I'm
doesn't
saying. Y'all,
understand that part.
y'all not
That's
doing
what
the same acknowledge. Y'all not doing the
I
same
think what
acknowledge.
Div is the part
No,
Div
what you
is
do-
understanding is the third. You saying that you believe they can win with 38%.
It's
If
called
that's
faith.
If I know. Sticks. Just hear me out for a second. You said you believe they can win with 38%, which means the Mavericks, with a 38% shooting Luka Doncic, can beat the Nuggets in a series. Did you hear that?
the Clippers. The
Okay,
OKC.
no, it's OKC.
Hold on,
It's OKC.
OKC.
No. My thing was I was talking about the Nuggets.
Okay, fine.
And
Yeah,
the-
we're talking about Div right now. We're talking about Div.
We were talking about
OKC.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all talk about different things.
I'm talking about the Nuggets and the Timberwolves. I ain't kidding.
Yeah, he asked me about OKC.
We might be able to beat OKC when Luka going 38%.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all talking about different. Everybody's talking about different things right now.
Larry's right.
Conference
Larry's right.
Finals.
Mixing it up.
I'm saying the Minnesota Timberwolves or the Denver Nuggets. If Luka's shooting 38%, if you believe Luka can win, if we can win with Luka shoot 38%, if we lose and he shoot 30%, there's no reason to even blame the injury.
If you're okay, so let's fix this, King. Let's fix this, King. Hold on, let's fix this. To Div's answer, I believe we can beat OKC with 38% Luka shooting because this team is good enough. I don't think OKC is as good as people think they are. I just don't. Okay. If you're asking me if I think we can have Luka shoot 38% the rest of the damn championship, the whole run, and still beat Denver and go through Oklahoma City and then do it again in Denver, and we win? No, or Minnesota? No, I don't think so. I think at that point, the rest of the team can't pick up the slack for that many games for Luka shooting that poorly.
Okay, all right, then I'm agreeing with you. I'm done. I'm out.
Yeah. That's it. Now we're agreeing. Yeah.
I'm about to say I agree with you.
No, Div. No.
I thought you were saying you can go 38% the rest of the playoffs and win like a championship and all. I'm like, what?
No, I was talking about next series only.
Like, whoa. I'm not going to shooting 38% with Luka. I don't want him. Hell no. I don't want that to happen.
I don't
no,
want that
because
either.
if that's the case. There's not enough consistency in our team to do it series after series after series after series.
That's what I believe.
Best case,
too much.
The best case scenario would be we sweep OKC and we give him rest. Oh
Yes.
my God,
We gotta-
and then the
we
other
gotta
one
beat
goes
OKC
7 games, and the
Yes.
other one goes 7.
But what I
games,
was trying to
beat up, fighting.
I'm going to make everybody mad and say, yes, Luka's shooting 38% and Kyrie shooting 50%. You can win.
That's crazy.
Hold up. No, excuse me, King. Y'all letting Div jump on King's bandwagon when Div was arguing something completely different. I keep telling y'all, Div is arguing something completely fucking different. And every time y'all get to equal point with King, Div was like, yeah, I agree. No, fuck no, Div. You're arguing something completely different. You've been arguing something every time completely different.
No, I was arguing. I knew what it was. Arguing.
I didn't say Pasquale. I said Div.
Larry, we're saying the same thing, just in a different way.
No, Div, because it's just like earlier when this argument started. I kept singling out King. I like, no, King. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Div because I'm listening very closely to you, Div. No, Div. Div. You keep saying You keep saying other shit. That's why when King did his analogy, I'm like, no, King. That's not the same thing. Just like even when you. Okay, I'm getting to it. Stop trying to cut me the fuck off. Think you gonna trip me up? I like talking.
Remember, he said a couple of cokes and he ain't gonna take your shit.
Yeah, I'm real good right now. Like when you were doing your OKC, little OKC analogy with Sticks, and I kept telling King, no, King, that's not the same thing. No, King, that's not the same thing. I rewinded to re-listen to what your question was, Div, because you was asking, could you beat OKC with Luka shooting 38%, and if you lose, would you blame Luka with his injury?
And what did he say?
Sticks was like, I can rewatch it, but Sticks was, I'm about to answer, motherfucker. Can I breathe?
Know what I said? I said I would blame his injury 100% if that's why we lose.
Sticks said he would blame. Sticks said he will blame his injury. Yes, right, so and then you like, you can't out-talk me. You can't out-talk me. Boss, I was raised in a house full of people. You can never out-talk. I was raised with women. You cannot out-talk me. I was raised with women.
I see this. I see people in the comments going at me. I see Cam and them say, "Stop this." They not. I don't think Minnesota better than us. Y'all watch this show enough. That's not what I'm saying. Like
he's saying that a weekend. He's saying that. King, I say for you. I say
all I'm saying is Sticks is gonna say the reason we lost is because he was hurt. Okay, so he's saying on one hand at 38% we could beat OKC, but if we lose, it's his fault, right? It's because
but that wasn't your original analogy. That wasn't your original analogy.
Right. Thank you, Larry.
I tipped him. If SGA scores 30 and they beat us, and Luka shoots 38% up from the field, and we lose that series, would you say the reason we lost, Luka lost to SGA, let's say, is because of Luka's injury? The answer from Sticks was yes.
Yes, and then
Larry?
you said so. Hold up, pause. Then you said so. You're blaming Luka's injury. Six says yes. You said how can you do that? You can blame Luka's injury if he is injured, because then he went on an argument about how fucking Giannis has not been playing, how Zion wasn't playing. No, Div, you cannot jump on King's bandwagon with your dumbass argument to try to protect yourself.
I told you I still kind of understand what Div's saying though.
Like, I don't get
like I think y'all not hearing. Like I kind of understand what Div said. Like I said, I don't. OKC, I'm not worried about it with that. But Div is saying though, if I'm okay, take injury out of it, right? Let's just say Luka's a 38% shooter, right? Just say he's a 38% shooter. If Luka was just a 38%, say he's Josh Giddey right now. If he's a 38% shooter like that.
Whoa.
Yeah, pause. Sorry, Josh Giddey don't shoot for 38. We know that. But
I'm just saying because you referred Luka and Giddey in the same sentence.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that's definitely a pause. But if Luka shot 38% just in general from the field, right? If we went to the playoffs thinking that Luka shot that with this team, you say if he did everything else he does, we'd be able to win with OKC and all that.
No. I think that's different. That's different. If Luka was not injured and shot 38% and he was just playing that shitty, I don't think our team would perform the same way as an injured Luka. I think it's a different mentality.
Right. So you think so you think they're turning it up because Luka's hurt?
I think this team meshes really well, and I think they know how now between Kyrie and Luka and just overall, like, you know, when y'all played sports, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you it's like a family. When they feel like an actual family, it's like what helped. It's kind of what helped the Rangers win last year, right? They were so close knit and so liked playing with each other that they stepped up when they had to step up, and they you know, it's like picking up your family, right? It's like you will do extra to do that, right? I think it's different. If Luka came in healthy and just bombed the shit out of a series, and just did, and was shooting like crap and was healthy and was just like, fuck this team, I'm shooting 10 3-pointers, I don't care. The team would be like, what the fuck are you doing? But they know he's playing injury, and that's one of those things where emotionally you go, man, look at this dude. He's out here basically working off half a body, and he's putting this much effort in. I'm going to do whatever I can to make sure he doesn't fucking lose to this, you know, these guys. So it's a different mentality shift in your head.
Honestly, I believe that if Luka came in to the end of the season shooting 38%, that the level that Kyrie is playing right now would overcome that, and that the level, the defense we are playing right now with everybody, including Luka, at him shooting at 38% would overcome all what you're saying. Kyrie is playing at such a level, and our defense is playing at such a level.
It's Kyrie right now that's doing it for you, Pascal. You think Kyrie? My only statement on it is, like I said, I don't want to put.
What we're talking about right now.
Yes, we're saying right now. I just don't want to put that pressure on Kyrie for a whole playoffs. Is all I'm saying. Like, so if that's why not? My statement was, bro, I'm not,
because that's hard. That's hard. That would be unreal run.
That's not. I don't believe. I love Kyrie,
but Luka's still shooting 38%. He's still contributing in other ways. He's probably still getting.
I don't think Kyrie going to shoot 30 and 50% the whole playoffs. Like, I don't think every game is going to be. And maybe
has anybody shot 50? Has anybody shot 50?
I don't know, man.
Hold on. Has anybody ever shot 50% for an entire playoff run?
No, I mean, they have, but like they have.
As a superstar?
Guys, the number ones don't usually do it. Don't usually get around like wing number one guys, even Kobe's and all that. Don't usually they get up there like that's a different beast.
Right.
But you guys' original question is if Luka is shooting 38%. Are you confident in going against the Denver Nuggets? And I said yes, because we have Kyrie at the level he's playing right now. You have Luka. We have Luka shooting bad games, but still contributing on second, hockey goals and all that. And then you have this defense that's behind them. I'm sorry, the Clippers may have beat us 2 games, and it seemed bad in those 2 games, but actually those games got tight because our defense came back. I don't know. We've been the best defensive team in these playoffs. So if your question is, Luka shooting 38%, are you confident going in? Right now, I'm stupidly locked in. Maybe I'm just being, retarded.
Have we been the best?
Pretty much. I'm sorry, I am.
Have we been the best?
I'm so confident in these guys right now. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know if we've been the
defense.
best.
But I would feel like Minnesota probably had the best defense.
Yeah.
Probably, but over the stretch of the last season, stretch of the season, we did.
Playoffs. I was just saying in the playoffs so far, I would think Minnesota probably had the best defense.
Well, I mean,
but maybe.
What?
Your
can I
point,
say
King.
something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because it's back because when you were saying something in the beginning, I just waited. Like how you I understand what Dev's saying. You remember earlier in the conversation when I jumped in to have sticks, I'm like, well, King, you have to remember, Dev brought up the fact that these people are injured. These people are injured.
You're right.
I get your arguments. Your arguments are totally different and separate. My point I keep saying is Div is making different arguments to jumping on your bandwagon. And then you keep saving them. You keep coming back and be like, well, I get what Div's saying. No, y'all making different arguments. Y'all are making different arguments.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all jumping on me and telling me pause as far as like injuries and all. I'm like, I'm not even talking about injuries. I
get it, but
I was talking about an even playing field.
But you keep reaching back and grabbing Div and putting him on your bandwagon when he's making different arguments. Stop saving him when he's drowning.
Larry, I'm confused here. How did I drown?
Oh
God.
How did you drown? I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna keep it real with you.
How did I drown?
Now, Sticks is whooping your ass in this argument.
Okay, that doesn't answer.
This is entertaining for me.
How did I drown?
Okay.
Answer it.
Name a point that you out. No, don't try to do that cut in shit that you like to do.
I asked you a question.
Name a point. That's why I said don't try to do that cut in shit you like to do. There it goes.
I asked you a question. Answer.
There it go again. I like it.
Go ahead.
Every time you cut in, I'm gonna just do this. Every time you do this, I'm gonna just do this. Every time you do it, I'm gonna just do this. Okay. Now, Sticks, every time you have tried to put up an argument against Sticks, and Sticks will rebuttal you, you would then change the argument. It goes from Minnesota versus Denver, and then you didn't even remember Nas Reed's name. Let's start with that. I thought you would go with Nas Reed. Then it went from how Jamal Murray was playing the whole series to how Jamal Murray was playing in the fourth quarter. There was that argument there. Let's see. What was after the Denver?
Larry, you're speaking gibberish. You're not making.
No, I'm not. No, yes, I am.
You said that he got me on.
You asked me where has he beat you? No, I said he's been whooping your ass this whole night. I said this whole night. No, Div, I said this whole night. I said this whole night.
Did King jump on my? Did
I know what Larry said.
Whoa, did King jump on what? Pause.
Did King save me on every one of these arguments you're bringing up?
Yes.
Focus
yes.
on the
King
one
keep.
thing we're talking about.
No, Div. No, Div. I literally said, no, don't try to change the argument. There you go again. I like it. Don't try to change the argument, Div. I literally came in and said, King, you keep saying, I keep saying Div. I keep saying King. You keep saying Div in all of these arguments. Your rebuttal was, Larry, name the argument that Sticks beat me in. I started naming the argument.
Okay,
I did. No, wait, I already did. Shut the fuck up. I already did. Yes, I did. I named 3. But I named 3. Sticks, shut the fuck up. I named 3.
Hey.
He's getting worked up, man. Because he's getting caught. He has no answer.
Ain't no personal feelings. The Mavericks just won.
Come on.
No, I said, shut up. No, I'm not mad. I keep Div every time Div, you won't let me finish a sentence. And I'm not trying to be a jerk and just repeat, okay, Div. That's kind of an asshole thing to do. Now I'm going to ask you very nicely.
Go ahead, Larry.
Div, I keep asking you to let me finish my statements, and then you cut me off. I keep saying I'm going to keep doing this. You cut me off. So, yes, I jumped to shut.
Go ahead, Larry. Just get your statement out.
When y'all did the argument about Denver versus Minnesota, and you can remember Nas Reed's name, you tried to set the lineups, and Sticks rebutted that one. I think he rebutted it by pointing out the players that will be on the court and how Cat would choke. You try to say Jamal Murray was asked every game except for fourth quarters where he only hit game winners. Then when he pushed back and said, no, Jamal Murray was making the shots in the fourth quarter, you then try to say, no, Jamal Murray was asked and Jamal Murray's injured. No, they barely won that one against the Lakers.
Oh
Yes, the heck you did, Div.
All right, let's.
Hey,
Okay,
Larry,
it's 3 in the morning and
tell
4
you-
for King.
Larry,
We're
hold
going
on.
too
Let me-
far after each
Can I
other
answer
at this
him?
time of the
Can I
morning.
answer him?
I don't
Can I
know
answer
what
him?
the hell going on.
Can I
now,
answer
man.
him?
No, it's not.
Larry, can I
No,
answer
because I'm not even done. No, I'm not even done. You keep asking me to point these out. Okay,
I got 12 minutes left of showtime, y'all, and I'm getting off of here. So y'all,
I'm about to get off of it real quick because I'm just gonna jump to the OKC thing. You did try to do the OKC thing, where you trying to point out if Mavericks lose and Lucas injured. When we boiled it down, I was able to prove that hey, King is making one argument, Div is making another.
Right.
King, stop saving Div. Sticks is arguing this, and before Sticks could finish his argument, you jumped in and said, no. You have been getting beat in this debate tonight by Sticks.
Larry, I made a comment. I asked him a question. I said, do you believe if we lose and SGA drops 30 and Doncic shoots 38% and we lose, would you blame him? Right?
No, you said would I blame his injury?
Right.
He's gonna keep changing this. He's gonna keep changing this.
Larry, hold on, Larry. Let him finish.
Would you blame his injury? What did Stick say?
I said yes, I would blame his injury.
Right. Okay. So Larry, tell me how that's a gotcha. How did he get me? What are you talking about?
Because when he was in them, pause. I got you, Six. Don't worry about it. When he was in the middle of saying why he would blame his injury, you start saying, "Oh no, that's a double standard." No. Then
I
King
never
being
said
the
double
Yes, you did.
What?
Yeah, actually, yes, you did. You
Yes,
did
you
say
did.
that doesn't make any
Yes,
sense.
you
That's a double
did.
standard. Yes, you did.
I said, let me explain, guys. It doesn't make
I'm sorry.
sense.
You said it can't work
You're
both
saying-
ways. That's what you said.
Yes. I said that doesn't make sense in this way.
But you didn't give both ways.
Oh
You
my
only
God,
gave
Larry,
one way.
You're sitting there complaining about me not
Go, Div.
letting you
Let
talk
Div
and
go.
everything. What I'm saying to you is, if you're saying we don't need him to score 38, he could shoot 38% and we can win, right? Then why are you going to turn around and blame him and his injury for us losing?
Okay.
That was
Yeah.
my question. And I think that's what King was trying to explain this to you guys. And it's like I'm waiting for that answer.
No, Div, that's not what King.
Div,
So
that
King was
wasn't
talking
your
about the whole.
question.
Hold on, Larry,
But
hold
that's
on.
my question.
Because we don't have a lot of time
How
left.
does
So
get me
That
from
wasn't
this?
clear.
I don't understand.
How's it both? So let me answer that question real quick, okay? Because
Sure.
King doesn't have a lot of time left.
Right.
King, you were not on the same page because King was talking about Denver, Minnesota, like the whole thing, and
Right,
we were talking. Okay,
and
so
I
hold
agreed
on.
with Larry. That Larry's
Okay.
right. This is a different
Okay.
topic. Yep.
So it's a double standard because you're assuming that my stance. It's not both ways because you're assuming my stance is that I'm saying that no matter what, we win a series if Lucas shoots 38%. I'm not saying that. I'm saying I have faith. I have faith that this team, because the way they're meshing and the way they're playing, I have faith that this team can find a way to win if Lucas still shoots 38% again against OKC. I believe they have that kind of chemistry that they can pull it off, kind of like what just happened with the Clippers. Okay.
Right.
And so I'm saying that if it doesn't work at the end of the day, then yes, I'm going to blame the injury because it was obvious that without Luka being able to be Luka, we're still not quite good enough to overcome a bad series against a good team with Luka. Okay. Do I think that will work against Minnesota and Denver? Highly no, I don't. If you told me that, I'd probably go, we're probably screwed because I think those teams are so good and have so many talented people that you can't afford to have your main superstar continue to play an entire series like dog shit. But you can't go back and then say a hypothetical, which was King was saying, is like, well, but if you went back and you said, well, Luka, then this is where I went back with King, right? If Luka was healthy and shooting 38% and he didn't have all these injuries, I would be reaming Luka's ass up and down because there is no way I'm expecting my superstar to shoot 38% and fucking drop 1 for 10s on 3-pointers and keep bombing them. So my point with all that is still simple. I think it works right now because Luka is injured and the team, it's like I said, it goes back to what I said. It's a motivational thing. They see that a man that is out there hobbling, fucking on a busted knee and an ankle and all kinds of shit, is putting in an effort. And anybody that's played or sports or done anything with people where you have that kind of emotional connection to somebody, right?
Yeah.
You would not only do you respect it, but you go, I can't let this fucking guy down. I got to go make sure that I don't fuck this up for him because he's given me everything he's got. And I'm over here perfectly healthy. The least I can do is help the fucker out for a couple of games, right?
Yeah.
And so that's what I'm saying. So it's a different comparison than if Luka's healthy, because if Luka's healthy and he's bombing 1 for 10 and shooting 38% because he's being a selfish, greedy piece of shit like Devin Booker or James Harden, then I think you see what you see with Westbrook when Westbrook goes over and fucking takes a swing at somebody, and the rest of the Clippers are like, man, fuck that guy, I ain't getting involved in that.
Let me now jump on this side now and pause. I understand what you're saying now. So our whole argument against him, I thought you were saying that he could go win a championship like this.
No,
that's what my whole thing was for you, Sticks. I'm like,
right.
You think if I told you Luka gonna be 38% of the rest of the playoffs, y'all think y'all that cocky where y'all like we just gonna win a championship? I'm like, what the hell?
We're big dicking it around here.
Yeah, like I'm like, whoa, y'all ridiculous. Like that's y'all just think like that. Like damn, we ain't even win a championship. Like we ain't that type of team. Y'all just thinking already like that. That's my thing. If you saying I think they can go win at OKC, I agree. I do think right now they're fighting for Luka because he's fighting for them. I do agree with that. My thing, I'm dealing with when we get to
what
the
I don't get
finals when I'm worried.
What I don't get though is why you would blame Luka and his injury.
I'm not blaming
He's
Luka.
not
I'm blaming
blaming
the
Luka.
injury.
He's blaming the injury. Those are two different things.
He's saying if we lose, he's saying we shouldn't lose to OKC even when we shoot 38%. But if they do lose, he's gonna say, "Damn, it must be because Luka was." If Luka would have been healthy, we'd won that. We damn sure would have won. That's what
that's the part I don't get. It's like that's the part that confuses me. That's what I was trying to tell you, Sticks. I'm not trying. Why does that confuse you? Because to me, it's like if you can win with a guy shooting 38%, right? Then why are you blaming the injury?
Why are you blaming anything?
You're not saying. You see, you're going on a basis that I'm saying I guarantee that we can win, and I've never stated that. I'm saying I think we could win. I think we have the ability to win.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that I think we will win or that I'm guaranteeing that.
Okay, maybe I'm going to fix it for you here. Are you trying to say then, if Luka was healthy, you guarantee a win?
Yeah.
If Luka's healthy, I think we stomp OKC out in 4 freaking games, not even a question.
Okay, now it makes sense.
Yes, Div, that's what he said.
Now that makes sense.
I think everybody agrees with that. If Luka's healthy, that's what I'm saying. I don't think anybody, for the people that's new to the channel and all that's just out here heard this for like 3 hours. Nobody disagrees on the Mavericks show. Like this is a Mavericks show. Yeah. We all love the Mavericks. The question right now is just little like issues that's going on. Like I want Luka to shoot better. I think to win a championship, I think Luka has to shoot the ball better. Like I think we can win games. I think we can do stuff and all, but to win the ultimate goal of a championship, I don't think Luka can shoot 30% for the whole playoffs. Like
This has got me so messed up that my dog's name is Luna, and I just yelled Luka come instead of Luna. So look, I'm all jacked up now.
The one thing
it'll be a hard ass task, and it'll be an amazing championship.
So
if we were to win it with Luka,
and I'm going to be a pain in the butt here.
If
that's what you believe, it's not a pain in the butt.
I'm going to be a pain.
He really believes.
I'm going to be a pain in the butt here, but I still believe if Luka and Kyrie if Luka played at 38% and Kyrie played at the level he does now and the defense we have now, I think we can still win a championship. I'm being a pain in the ass there saying that. I know that.
Yeah, but that's what I was going back to earlier. I don't think any superstar, like when number one, which would mean Kyrie would be number one. I don't think a number one has ever been able to pull off a 50%
because Luka doesn't. Luka's not only a shooter. Luka's not only a shooter.
Yeah, but that makes Kyrie the number one still.
No, for a series they have because
no, I'm saying but he's talking about the whole run. I don't think there's ever been a superstar go 50% for a whole run.
Dirk got to
Dirk went 40, 50,
I'm not saying Kyrie's going to do that.
Dirk
I'm
was
just saying
50% up into the finals. I think.
How much?
I think Dirk finished it off 40, 50, 90, didn't he?
No, he didn't. He didn't shoot 40%. I mean, he didn't shoot 50% in the field. He was shot 40 something.
Oh, okay.
Because
if our defense continues at this level, and Luka shot 38%, and Kyrie continued at the level of play he is at, I believe we could win a championship.
Pasquale, I believe that. I believe that. I don't think that. I don't think
we haven't seen it.
Yeah,
but
if that happens, if it happens, amen. I mean, it
the
is
resiliency of this team and what they've shown us, to me, allows me to believe that. I don't know if everybody wants to agree with that, but I'm going to stick on that.
We
and you
may
guys
be.
can
How
hold me
about I
to
say
it.
I'll say this, Pat Burley. We may be able to do it. I'm not going to disagree with you, but I wouldn't. I'd rather it not happen that way.
Right.
How about I say it like I'd
Exactly.
rather it not
We don't need those
happen
kind of
that
heart
way.
attacks.
Exactly.
I'd
Exactly.
rather Luka shoot a good percentage and be the best player on the team, and Kyrie
By
be
the
able to
way,
help him, and they both
so
be
But
great.
Dirk shot
I'm
41%
still
in
on
the
my
finals.
Kyrie high right now.
That's why I say Dirk didn't shoot well in the
Yeah,
finals at
he
all. That
shot
brought his averages down.
41%, 55, 57, and then 45 in the first round against Portland.
I felt like through the Western
God,
Conference Finals, Dirk was shooting 50, 50, 90.
God, he bombed the shit
Up
out
until
of
the
those
finals,
two
he was
teams.
shooting 50, 50, 90.
I
Dirk was
forget,
shooting 50,
how
50,
great that
90.
season
That's
was.
dumb.
What he did.
Until the playoff. If he'd have had a little bit better average against Miami, he'd have been 50, 50, 90. That'd have been dumb. Throughout the
It's
playoffs.
just crazy how well he played.
And
that
we
one.
won that turnover battle in that series too. That was a big thing.
Kyrie got a Pasquale saying Kyrie about to average 30, like 32 for us on 50, 40, 90, man.
No, not every game. I'm just saying if he's playing at the level of man, it's not just about our offense. I keep saying our defense.
I know
we are a
Pasquale.
defensive team now.
But
I don't
Kyrie,
think we haven't accepted it yet.
Wouldn't Kyrie? My thing is, wouldn't Kyrie have to shoot like so? Somebody got to score, right? That's not like to win the game. You still got to outscore the person. So Kyrie,
and they got to score too, though.
Yeah. I know that. So I'm just saying, like, if Kyrie got to get 30, we got to get some type of points between our two guys. Like, all I'm saying is, the Mavericks. The way the Mavericks have been playing recently, they find ways to win. They play different ways. Like they can play with their third guy is PJ Washington. They can play where they go to their centers or whatever. But they find a way to get others involved somehow, some way where they can help Luka and Kyrie enough. You feel what I'm saying? If Luka's off, that means the role Kyrie got to stay that guy. The role players always. And I'm not saying we can't do it. As I'm saying, I'm not saying we can't do it. I'm just saying that's.
I take it back. Jordan did it. I mean, it looks like Jordan shot 55 in the first.
Luka.
Hold on for a second. The first series they won, the first year they won, he shot 55.8, 53.5, 48.9, and 52.5.
Woo!
God damn.
And people say Michael Jordan trash.
Let's say Luka scores average. He averages 25 points from here on out.
Mm-hmm.
But he averages 12, 13 assists. You don't think that's going to make a difference with this defense and then having Kyrie as someone that's been there, done that, and he can just get what he wants right now? I'm not saying he's going to continue to do that, but I'm just saying you guys keep bringing up these hypotheticals. If the Mavericks don't do this, but what if the other team doesn't do that?
You're right. It's just no. So it's a hypothetical just on the Mavs. So like we can do the hypothetical with the other team as well, but it's hypothetical just on the Mavs.
I'm just hyping my boys.
If the rest of the team is scoring, if Luke is getting assists, that means the other guys are scoring.
Right.
So what if they having a bad game? Then Luke is not getting assists either. That's all I was trying to say. Like you got everything else got to be perfect for Luka to be doing 30. Like for Luka to get assists, that means PJ got to be knocking down threes. Like whoever was getting the passes in the corner, Maxey better hit 5 threes. You feel what I'm saying? Like guys got to hit buckets for that to be okay and for us to still win like that. If they don't, I don't know if I believe in them enough to be consistent every game to be like. I ain't there yet with my team yet. I love my team. Their defense, I'm there with it. But as far as everybody scoring buckets, I ain't there yet.
Yeah,
I'm a little bit. I'm riding high of the win.
PJ Washington gave me some hope. That's for sure.
I think that's but that goes back to what I was trying to make the point earlier. Is I think now we're so used to thinking we got to get 115, 120 that because of what we're getting now. It really doesn't take crazy, phenomenal shooting. It just takes enough shooting because we only have to get 110 to win a game now.
115.
We won a game under 100. That blew my mind in this series. We won a game where it was like 96, 92 or something like I can't remember, but
I mean,
man, that was great. It was a 90s game. I was like,
I really believe though efficiency matters in the playoffs, which is why Joker and these guys get so much like Kawhi. The efficiency matters.
I'm about to end the show, y'all. But the last point I wanted to say on that was that I don't trust the other guys enough. Like I said earlier, Pasquale, not yet. Right. And the other guys do got to score. That is true, but we still only played the Clippers, if that makes sense. Like I'm not going to overhype it. We won, and this is awesome, but we beat the Clippers without Kawhi. Not saying anything like without their best player. My arguments, my debates, and all that. My stance has always been about the Western Conference Finals, and like if we get to the Nuggets or the Timberwolves, I do not want to go against the Nuggets and the Timberwolves not having a game plan of Luka Doncic. Like that's one of our main game plans is him. I don't want to have to rely on Exum and PJ Washington and all of them to beat them dudes. That's all I'm saying. Like I don't want to. Maybe we can do it, and that if we rely on guys other than Luka, that means Jason Kidd got to be phenomenal as well. Oof. All the time. Like really, like all the time. I mean, he's not getting saved by Luka. That means Jason Kidd got to be phenomenal all the time. And that situations where I'm like Mike Malone might beat Jason Kidd. We talk about situations where Luka not making it. Then we saying can PJ and them outscore a Jamal Murray and all that. Like that's just worries me. I don't think Luka's going to be there, but if for some reason it was there, I would be worried. That's all I'm saying, y'all.
I'm worried about his injury. Yeah. That's for sure.
That's why we need to be OKC quick. You feel me? So that 100%. We can hurry and he gets rest. That's to be the goal, to get Luka rest, so that we can have him for the Western Conference Finals on.
God,
Tuesday.
Let's go, y'all. But other than
I
that,
still think this is a 5-game series.
I hope so, Larry. I think so too.
It's at least 5. It's at least 5 games.
You think at least or at most?
At least.
So you saying it's going to be 5, 6, or 7?
It won't surprise me if it goes 6 games.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to go 7, but it won't surprise me if it goes 6.
So either 5 or 6, you think?
Yep.
All right. Before I get everybody off, Larry said 5 or 6. Pasquale, what's your prediction?
Oh man, I think it's going to go 7.
You think 7?
They're young, man.
Hold up.
Yeah, hold up.
Hold up, Pasquale. Hold up. You know what? I ain't even gonna start that conversation. Pasquale,
it's too late, King.
I know you think I'm crazy. But...
No, Pasquale. I'm gonna talk to you on Twitter, Pasquale, about that one, man. Because that's woo. Sticks, what you think, Sticks?
For OKC?
Yes.
4.
Damn, he said 4.
Y'all. Bold.
I'm gonna say 6 games.
6?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Why do I want to say 6? Because I want to respect them more than the Clippers. But I feel like they're easier matchup than the Clippers, though. I don't know why.
Because they're not as tough.
I agree.
Yeah, I think the issue gonna be the way the Clippers got under our skin is that they tried to bully us.
Cheap, yeah.
I don't think shot. I don't think OKC is gonna do that to us, and I think we're gonna bully OKC.
Mm-hmm.
So if that happens, I got the Mavericks winning the 5. I'm gonna go with the Mavericks in 5 again. Hopefully they win.
I hope.
I see Shea getting better calls than Harden.
Oh yeah.
1.
I agree with Larry.
So I think you should add that into your conclusion.
I think Shea will get calls, but you know what? This crazy thing is now we're gonna talk about the defense and all. I trust in PJ Washington and them to not. I think Shea gonna struggle a little bit.
I think he's gonna struggle, but I still think he's gonna get the calls that's going to kill you.
I think so. Here's my thing. I think in OKC, the reason we won because the reason we beat the Clippers real tough, even though Luka struggled, Kyrie and Luka were still the 2 best players on the floor.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
even though Luka struggled, they were still the best 2 players on the floor.
Yep.
I think Kyrie and Luka are going to still be the 2 best players on the floor.
Williams,
that's why I think they win at 5. I think Kyrie and Luka are going to still. I don't think Jalen Williams is going to be better than Kyrie or Luka. I don't think Shea Gilgeous is going to be better than Kyrie or Luka. And that's why I think the Mavericks going to win at 5.
God, they've had like a 10-day rest, right?
And that's probably bad for them. Their young team.
We got to take that first one, man. If we take that first one and just take their soul, like just beat them by a lot, that'd be sweet.
I think because of Kyrie and Luka. With Kyrie, as long as Kyrie and Luka are the best 2 men on the team, we should beat every squad. That's why the Western Conference Finals is when it starts becoming a conversation of, do I think Kyrie going to be the second best player on the floor?
I think that first game is going to be essential.
I think
the first game is going to be essential. They're young, man.
But I don't think I don't think we have to win the first game, though.
That's what I'm saying. I think we lose the first game, but it's going to be a tough.
We have to win it.
We don't have to, but I think it's essential if you guys want to win it fast. Yeah. If you don't win that first game, you're going to 7.
Yeah, I think it's a longer series.
You got to. I think the split. They can do the same thing they did with the Clippers. Maybe.
No, man, make them win the first 2, like Stick said. Let's make it 4. I like Stick said.
They can run on us. They've showed us that they can run on us.
Yeah. But if they win, I mean, I could still be seeing winning the second one and winning 4 in a row. You feel me? Like it's just once we hit. I don't think OKC is going to beat us in Dallas. I don't think OKC is going to beat in Dallas. So I think it depends on how many games we win.
The last time they won, we were there, right? Last game of the season.
I don't care about the last game of the season because none of our players.
But anyways, I'm just saying.
Yeah, that one was.
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
We embarrassed them earlier in the season, and I think they got on their shoulder.
It might have
It was
been
the
home.
second game.
It might have been Dallas. The last game.
No, I think we were in OKC when we beat them.
We in OKC? No, I'm talking about the last game. I think it may have been in Dallas. Was it in Dallas?
I don't know, but I just think they still have a chip on their shoulder.
Yeah, you're right. It wasn't Dallas, and we didn't play anybody.
Yeah, we didn't play anybody in Dallas. I think it was in
Hold on,
Dallas.
I've got it right here. Where's it?
Yeah, I'm just saying they have a chip on their shoulder.
OKC, okay. But either way, I know I'm respecting the opponent and all that. I had more worries, like Stick said, about the Clippers just based off the monkey on their back, like getting that off your back and all that, than OKC. I think OKC, truthfully, is a more talented team than the Clippers without Kawhi. But I think because of the situation, Ty Lue and all that the Clippers were going to be a harder matchup in the playoffs for us. I think we're going to beat the OKC Thunder. That's basically what it is. Okay. The question becomes:
you don't believe in the coach of the year?
No.
Who's behind Chet?
No. I think Jason Kidd will outcoach him.
Who's behind Chet?
Jason Kidd's going to outcoach him. Okay. I think Jason Kidd's going to outcoach him. I really do.
If Chet doesn't, I have a feeling Chet's going to have a big series. But if he doesn't, then I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't think I'm not scared of anybody on that team. And I think what you saw, the reason our shooting was off like it was, I think until this last game with some of these guys, if you watched a lot of the shots, and I made this point the last game too, they were overshooting. You were seeing them just either over the basket, they were slamming the back of the rim. That's adrenaline. They were hyped up. They wanted to get this game out of the way. A lot of them, it was either their first or the Luka problem with the Clippers, right? It's hyped. They were too hyped. Now that they've got a win under their belt, I think you started to see them in this game. They started to relax and they started to hit. The shots started looking cleaner. And I think now that they've got that monkey off their back, I think you're going to see a completely more relaxed team. And I think they're going to come out firing in a different attitude. I think it's the nerves are gone now. I think you're going to see a completely different shooting team.
I agree. But all right, everybody. I appreciate everybody. This was a long show. Jeez. Thank y'all so much, man. Thank y'all. That's it.
Thanks.
Put y'all backstage. Turn my daggone, I guess, camera back on. 1, 2, 3, can't go. But yeah, man. That was an excellent show, man. I know we got into it and all, y'all, but it was a members only. It was just to let y'all talk. I know Ro wasn't here and all, so just wanted to get y'all to talk about whatever you wanted to talk about, really. Members only, really, for y'all. Whatever y'all want to do. That's why you should become a member, so you can talk about what you want to talk about. But thank everybody for watching the show tonight, man. This will be up in podcast form. As Rel always says, hopefully Rel's back soon. I wanted to see if I missed any super chats, though, because I know sometimes I miss them. If I missed your super chat, say something at the end right now so I can see, so I can go back and read it. But if not, it's this show. Let me see. Before we end, y'all, you heard him talk about it during the show and all. We play, or I guess stream every game, playoff and regular season on Playback. I love Playback, y'all. I mainly run it. That's probably why I love it, but don't tell Ro that. Also, y'all, if you're interested in becoming a member of the channel and actually being able to come on stage, we actually do members only shows usually on Friday mornings. But when we do have a game, on Fridays, we do, like we did today, our members only post game shows. If you're interested in becoming a member, click that join button right beside the subscribe button. If you're on an Android, if you're on an iPhone, you have to go to Safari and go to your desktop browser and click the join button there. But it's as simple as that. See if I'm missing anything. Follow my guy Rel and Will on Cause We Geeked.
their second channel. I say Rel's second channel. He talks about everything geek culture, movies, television shows, video games, in between, everything. Excellent content, man. I know they're trying to get to their first 100. Help them out, man. Real talk. If you're watching this, I know it's like 100 and certain people watching this right now, and it's late night. Go give Rel a sub real quick, basically. A sub, not even a like. Let's not even go that far. Just sub on Cause We Geek. You don't even got to watch it if you don't want to. Just help my brother out. Let me see if I'm missing anything else. I think that may be it. With all that said, like I said, this will be up the podcast form. I got you. To all the podcast listeners, thank y'all for checking us out again. I know we had to change our name on there, and folks are finding us again. Other than that, we see y'all again. What's that, Tuesday, right? Mavs got a break until Tuesday, first game in OKC that night. Maybe we can have Rel back by then, maybe not. We'll see y'all. But family first, he'll let me know. I'll let you guys know. Follow us on all our socials in the description. We're on everything. Follow us everywhere. Shout out to Court King. Shout out to Fanatics. Shout out to Playback. Shout out to you guys. You guys make the show always. I love you guys so much, man. Real talk, pause, and all that, but no pause. It really is what it is. We love doing this show. You guys make it better for me. I get worried sometimes out here doing the show by myself, but then you guys help me out. I know I'm not as tech savvy as Rel and all. He usually controls the show and all, so I try to do my best. But appreciate y'all so much, man. As always, it's your boy King. We talk Mavs. Mavs did it. Mavs in 6. Clippers are done. 1, 2, 3 Cancun. And with all that being said, I'm out.